You've heard about a lot, if you were in the NYC area. Story program, have had a lot of, great talents come out of that school, known for being hard-nosed, having really gritty guards, who play scrappy, who play hard. So I kind of knew full well, what their guard play was going to look like and what they were going to bring.
First round game, smalls with one big. Second round game with Utah State, kind of similar. And when you look at the tournament, it's kind of one big and a lot of smalls out there. Arizona's unique in that way. How do you guys combat that? What's the strength that you guys have? Obviously, it's on the inside, but how do you combat all those little guys running around?
Try not to reinvent the wheel. Understand what our strength is, and do what we've been doing throughout the whole season. We played against so many different lineups, so many different teams. I think we're poised to sort of take on whatever another team throws at us.
You look at what these freshmen did in that first round game, it was just like another game. Is that something that Coach Tommy has just been talking about? It's another game, and obviously lose, go home. But at the same time, you guys looked pretty similar to how you played all year.
Yeah, I think at this point, this is probably the worst time to try and reinvent what you're doing. So just trying to stick to, again, what's got us here and, what's been our sort of bread and butter, so to speak. And just staying key to our principles, defense, rebounding, playing within the paint, offensive rebounding, all those things.
As you look at Utah State, don't give away the scouting report by any means, but what kind of stands out? What are some of your keys going into the game?
They're a well-disciplined team, play very well, very poised in the way that they operate offensively with their sets. They play hard and they get after it defensively. So just watching them, we're going to have to match their energy and just sort of key in on their, key concepts offensively and some of their key guys as well.
All right, thanks, Tobe. Good luck.
Thank you.
That was senior forward Tobe Awaka, Arizona, and Utah State coming up very soon. Stay tuned. More Arizona basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Now's the time to get your Arizona Athletics debit card from MidFirst Bank and show your support for the Wildcats every time you make a purchase. MidFirst is an official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats or visit any of the 20 MidFirst banking centers in the Valley to get your official Arizona Athletics debit card today. MidFirst Bank. True to you. Member FDIC.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Every day begins with the promise of something new, a new perspective, a fresh start. At Banner University Medicine, the University of Arizona Cancer Center helps lead nearly 500 active clinical trials. We're one of the first to treat Parkinson's with the patient's own cells, and we're experts in treating heart rhythm disorders, all while training over 1,300 doctors every year. Impressive, right? It's just another Banner day. Banner University Medicine.
Crest Insurance is about more than providing coverage. It's about creating your safety net, personal, reliable, and supportive. We offer access to a national network of trusted carriers. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, we're here to help with a personal touch that's close to home. With Crest, you're not only protecting what matters most, but also helping to build stronger, more resilient communities. Crest Insurance, service you can count on.
Welcome again to the Hughes Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Visit HughesFCU.org/Wildcats to learn why Arizona fans choose Hughes, insured by NCAA. 3 games complete in NCAA tournament play today. We'll start out in St. Louis, where Purdue held off Miami 79-69. The Boilermakers are part of the West bracket, so they are headed to San Jose. Also in St. Louis in the Midwest, Iowa State playing without Joshua Jefferson today, and maybe the most impressive win of the day so far, 82-63 over Kentucky. Meanwhile, here in San Diego, the game we just mentioned, it just wrapped up. St. John's beating Kansas at the buzzer, 67-65. A couple other games in progress right now. 10 minutes to go second half. Tennessee leading Virginia, 57-51. That's a Midwest region game, and 6 minutes to go in the first half. Iowa up on Florida 24-20. That is in the South. And some other games coming up, along with Arizona and Utah State. UCLA and UConn are playing in the East today in a second-round game. Texas Tech and Alabama playing a bit later on tonight in the Midwest. That's also a second game of the tournament for both teams. We are getting set for Arizona, Utah State. More on the Aggies when we come back. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Supplier pricing is happening right now at O'Reilly Chevrolet during Truck Month. That means big savings across our lineup. Take up to $4,000 off the 2026 Colorado, up to $5,500 off the 2026 Silverado HD, and up to $10,000 off the 2026 Equinox EV. Supplier pricing is going on right now, so don't miss your chance to save. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or visit O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
So, what is it that scares you the most?
The blue trucks from Essential Pest Control, Doctor. They leave bugs belly up.
I use one of those national companies.
Thanks, Doc. Those guys don't scare me.
Spring is bug season. Go blue with Essential Pest Control. We'll eliminate those bugs, bees, and termites. Buy local and stop paying too much with those national providers. Essential Pest Control is a bug's worst nightmare.
I can't sleep at night.
Essential Pest Control. Call 866-3029. That's 866-3029. Or visit essentialpest.com.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
Spring is in the air and our warm temperatures are about to turn hot. Now is the time to take advantage of pre-summer savings before the hot summer weather. Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is offering 5-year, no-interest financing on the installation of green HVAC systems, OAC. Call now for your free estimate, 520-492-0748, or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Coors Light Mount Cool Refreshment, Choose Chill, official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Starting lineup for the Utah State Aggies, record of 29-6. MJ Collins, 6'4 senior out of Clover, South Carolina. Drake Allen, a 6'5 grad student from Eagle Mountain, Utah. Mason Falsett, a 6'4 junior from Benson, Utah. Zach Keller, 6'10 senior of Highland Ranch, Colorado. And Adlon Elamine, a 6'9 freshman from Arlington, Virginia. Again, Jared Calhoun, the head coach, in his second year, record of 55-14. The Aggies won the Mountain West regular season and tournament championship in the school's final season before moving on to the rebuilt Pac-12 next year. The Aggies led the conference in scoring, field goal percentage, assists, and steals. Senior guard MJ Collins, junior guard Mason Falslev are the acknowledged leaders of the team. They average a combined 34 points a game and together scored 42 of the team's 86 on Friday. Utah State doesn't run at the same tempo as Arizona, but the Aggies have a very effective fast break. We mentioned their experience, a lot of juniors and seniors on this team, some older guys on this team. But then you take a look at the Arizona team now. Least we forget, Arizona as a group now, 33 NCAA games played amongst this Arizona roster. That includes the freshmen who played their first one on Friday, and I think that experience is going to pay off for Arizona. The freshmen did not play like freshmen under the bright lights Friday, right now.
You could absolutely argue they looked like the veterans. They were the leaders of the team from a productivity standpoint, led by Braden Burries and Koa Pete. And, oh, by the way, Ivan Karchenkov had an outstanding game as well. They're going to need all three of those guys to continue to play well, but the experienced guys, Arizona's depth tonight could be a different factor. You get some decent bench scoring from Utah State, but I think Arizona's quality of its depth could be better with Tobe Awaka and Anthony Del Orso in particular coming off of the bench. This group for Utah State is experienced, and you mentioned that when you look at their backcourt, there are three starters in the backcourt, two seniors, one junior, and the junior was the Mountain West Player of the Year in Mason Falslev, who is an absolute stat stuffer. He does it all for them. He's the heartbeat of the team, second leading scorer, Great rebounder at his position for 6'4", really good facilitator from an assist standpoint. He's a key member of that team, and I would expect Ivan Karchenkov, speaking of freshmen, guarding Mason Falslev to start the game. But you heard Tommy Lloyd talk after the game, Brian. One of Ivan's greatest strengths is he's fearless. He doesn't play like a freshman. He never sees himself as a freshman. Tonight he'll have his hands cut out for himself with Falslev.
All right, well, Utah State averages about 8 3-pointers made per game, but they went only 2 for 16 on Friday, but 42 points in the paint. Now, sometimes we get confused and think, well, you got to have bigs to score in the paint. And I think Utah State, a great example of a team that knows how to penetrate, and it might be their guards. It is usually their guards that get those paints in the point.
Yeah, drive and kick. They're looking for screening away action, not as many dribble handoff or pick and roll series that you would typically see in college basketball these days, but they will get their damage done in the paint in a different way. It's not a traditional back to the basket post man. They'll get out in transition when the opportunity arises. So it is potentially a paint battle for both of these teams, albeit Utah State makes more on average from beyond the arc. They have not shot it well as of late. In fact, in their last 3 games, they're just 12 of their last 56 from the three-point line. That's 21%. On averages, though, they're better than that. So we'll see if they bounce back after their 3 weak games from beyond the arc.
Yep, same starting lineup for now 27 consecutive games for the Aggies. So, again, that experience looking to pay off here today. 26 all-time NCAA appearance for Utah State. They've advanced to the second round once in that history, and that was back in 1970, I believe it was. And they had won 2 games. Remember, the field was not 68 at that time. You only needed to win 4 games to win the championship. Anyway, Utah State beat UTEP and Santa Clara. That got beat by UCLA. The Bruins went on to win the national championship, their 4th in a row under John Wooden. But this Utah State team and this program now this is its 4th straight NCAA tournament. And speaking of UCLA, they got knocked out by the Bruins last year. They did win a first-round game back in 2024. That was Danny Sprinkle's season there. He's now the head coach at Washington. They beat TCU before getting bounced out, and they went 0-1 back in 2023. Cats and Aggies from San Diego. We'll check in with head coach Tommy Lloyd. He's going to talk a little bit about number 2, MJ Collins, and number 12, Mason Falslev, the 2 key guys we talked about for Utah State. Tommy coming up next. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free interest-earning checking account with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly, or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Why do I spend so much time educating our youth about financial wellness? I have seen the fire ignite inside of young adults when I show them how the power of compound investing can change their futures. This is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management, and I'm committed to affecting change with our youth. An idea for all of you listening today, gift a Roth IRA contribution for the holidays or birthdays for your kids and grandkids. Contact our office at 520-719-1433 for guidance and details. The change begins with us.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Okay, Wildcat fans, it's that time of the year. Season ticket renewals for U of A football, men's and women's basketball, volleyball, and soccer are now available. The deadline for renewal is May 1st. Don't miss out on discounted ticket prices per game, early access for postseason tickets, and exclusive events. It's easy. Log on to ArizonaWildcats.com/renew, and you're on your way to another season of the best seats for Wildcat athletics. May 1st is the deadline. Get it done and bear down.
Day in and day out, we're inundated with commercials asking to review your portfolio or telling you to get a second opinion. This is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management, and I want to share the advice I give people every day. Talk to 3 different advisors at 3 different firms. It's important to understand their differences and find someone you can trust. I want Meridian to be one of your 3, and then you will decide who is best for you. To learn more, call us at 719-1433 today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Time now for the pregame thoughts of head coach Tommy Lloyd, proudly presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union. Visit hughesfcu.org/wildcats to learn why Arizona fans choose Hughes. Insured by NCAA.
All right, one quick note, Tommy, on your first game and a great win for your team and just the fact that they played like they belonged there, even though you got some guys that were playing in their first game. Was that kind of a good takeaway?
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure, our approach has been, this is normal. We're just going to treat it like another game. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to let the madness, get in the way of our objective. And the objective is just to play well, during the 40 minutes while the ball's in play.
All right, tell us about Utah State and what to expect.
Just a really interesting team. They run a lot of actions on offense, and a lot of them are off ball. They have two really good players, 2 and 12. They love getting 12 down to his right hand, but he's got a real knack for, kind of not a smaller wing, but he's not a big wing by any stretch. Getting down along that right lane line block area and just, kind of stopping and pivoting and finding a way to put balls in the basket. And then 2 is, one of these dynamic, on the move players. I mean, he's, running off numerous screens and different actions and forces you to make a lot of decisions if you're going to stay or switch. And then, he can run 40 feet and stop on a dime and shoot a 3. So he's a tough matchup for sure. And then defensively, they're going to give you a lot of looks. I mean, I think they're going to try to switch a lot today, and try to confuse us a little bit and see if they can kind of take us away from our flow a little bit. And so we'll have to do a good job just playing with a little bit of force and fundamentals and make sure we're looking through the defense and seeing if we have matchups inside.
Speaking of matchups, they do run a matchup zone at times. So is it unique, and have you seen anything like it earlier this season?
Listen, I would equate it a lot more to like a switching man. I think they do a good job of, trying to keep size inside. So they have a few tricks to keep their 5-man, in the paint or get him to, what we would call X out. On the weak side, and if there's a mismatch in there, he can come in and they can kind of switch a bigger guy in the middle and kick a smaller guy on the outside. So we have to do a really good job of playing with force and not letting them make those switches out of convenience. We've got to really force them and to play bodies on bodies. And then the other thing is, I think our bigs are good enough and big enough. We don't need a mismatch to score. We can go at when they're 5s on our 5. We can go at them just normal.
All right, Utah State does not have great size, but they scored 40-some points in the paint the other night. How do they do that?
Well, they get transitions and they get out they get steals to get out in transition. They do a good job of that. So those are paint points. They do a good job of opportunistically offensive rebound, and those are paint points. And then number 12 is really good dynamic getting downhill. And then a lot of their actions can be a little bit confusing, whether it's their baseline out of bounds play or their screening actions where teams make mistake and a guy seems free for a layup off a slip. So they do a really good job of that.
All right. Our thanks to head coach Tommy Lloyd. More coming up in a moment. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Arizona fans, it's time to bear down. From bold plays to big moments, ICCU is proud to stand with the Wildcats all season long. In the stands, on campus, and throughout Tucson, Wildcat pride is everywhere, and so is ICCU. We're your newest financial partner with powerful digital tools, personal service, and a passion for the communities we serve. We're proud to support the Cats on game day and every day. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Bear down, Arizona.
Hey, Wildcat fans. It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Arizona basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Arizona athletics. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
You've likely seen our Culligan trucks around southern Arizona. We're proud to be your neighbors and local water experts. If any water problems surface in the area, you can trust that Culligan has the expertise and technology to address the issues. We've delivered better water and personalized service for over 85 years. But don't just take our word for it. We've been voted Best Water Treatment Company in Tucson 4 years in a row. Contact Culligan of Tucson for water you love.
Listen up, Wildcat fans. Winning never comes easy. It takes discipline, toughness, and teammates who've got your back. In Arizona, that's West Coast Trial Lawyers, the official personal injury law firm of Arizona Athletics. For 25 years, they've been a dominant force, delivering big wins for injured victims of car crashes, truck accidents, and more. When life hits hard, don't back down. Call West Coast Trial Lawyers at 520-392-7103 or online at westcoasttriallawyers.com.
Now it's time for the Wildcats starting lineup, presented by Lexus of Tucson. Experience amazing today at Lexus of Tucson in the Tucson Auto Mall and at Speedway and Columbus.
Jaden Bradley, 6'3", senior, Rochester, New York.
Braden Burries, 6'5", freshman from San Bernardino, California.
Ivan Karchenkov, 6'7", without shoes, freshman and home time Germany, Munich, born in Russia, Moscow.
Koa Pete, I'm 6'9", class of 2025, in Chandler, Arizona is my hometown.
Matias Crivas, 7'2", junior, Schule.
Tommy Lloyd, Tucson, Arizona. That's my starting lineup, and this is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Coach, Tommy Lloyd here with the Right Way team.
Great news. Free furnace season has been extended through the end of March. Have you been thinking about replacing your heating and cooling system this year? To spark business, we're giving away an 80% gas furnace or a heat pump air handler with the purchase of a new air conditioning system.
And we're offering up to 60 months no interest financing, manufacturer and energy efficiency rebates, and 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Call or text 520-200-2422 to book your free estimate today or visit rightwayac.com.
If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Are you planning a home renovation? Getting quotes on windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, or flooring? Before you commit, visit the Window Depot and make sure you're not overpaying. The Window Depot is your one-stop shop for top quality products at the lowest prices. We're locally owned and operated with no installers and no middlemen, so you save big. Perfect for DIYers, contractors, and homeowners. Visit a location near you or shop online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
All right, starting lineup's about ready to be announced here at Vias Arena on the campus of San Diego State in San Diego, California, Arizona against Utah State. So as mentioned, so far so good for the NCAA selection committee. All 4 number 1 seeds are still alive. All 4 number 2 seeds. 3 of the 4 3 seeds and 3 of the 4 4 seeds are still alive. Some games obviously yet to go today that could tip that in another direction. As far as the Wildcats situation, of course, they're in the West, number 1 seed in the West. Utah State, the number 9 seed in the West. Arkansas won. Wildcats, if they win today, will face the Razorbacks on Thursday in San Jose. The other side of the West bracket, number 11 Texas, now 3-0 in the tournament. They will face number 2 Purdue in San Jose on Thursday. The winners will meet then on Saturday for a right to go to the Final Four. So that's what's ahead, but first things first for the Wildcats as they take on the Utah State Aggies. And with every three-pointer the Wildcats hit today, Lexus of Tucson will donate $100 to our local charities. Experience amazing today at Lexus of Tucson in the Tucson Auto Mall and at Speedway in Columbus. Rhino, I always like to look at teams and see, you look at their wins, that's one thing, but who did they lose to? And you look at Utah State, for example, lost to South Florida, NCAA tournament team. Grand Canyon, not a tournament team, but one of the stronger teams in the West. Nevada, San Diego State, a team that they play, of course, year in and year out. They lost on this floor to the Aztecs earlier this year. They did beat them, by the way, at the tournament, at the Mountain West tournament. That was the championship game. And so you look at that. They've got wins this year over VCU, Boise State, and New Mexico, along with a host of other non-conference and Mountain West schools. But, you know, they played really well. They've been a very consistent team. And I think Arizona, same thing. You want consistency throughout the season. Both coaches have been able to keep their starting lineups almost entirely intact, and it's led to where we are right now. I just venture to think that these teams are going to play really solid basketball today.
Yeah, the experience factor plays into it. Well-coached and disciplined teams play into it. And then if you're Utah State, you've got a high major player in MJ Collins as your bucket getter, as your points leader. He played at Virginia Tech for a couple of years, played at Vanderbilt, so he knows what it means to go against elite-level athletes and elite-level size. So he's not going to be intimidated. I don't anticipate any of the Aggies to be a little bit concerned about Arizona's size or athleticism. This is a team that is that good, but when you have a player like MJ Collins who can get it going, he's seen it, he's done it, that is a concern. When you have a team that runs really good sets and can catch you off guard if you're not paying attention, Arizona has to mind its P's and Q's on baseline out-of-bounds plays. Jared Calhoun from Utah State is a wizard when it comes to those things. So it's the details in a game like today. The further you advance in the NCAA tournament, yes, it's about making shots, defending at a high level, 50-50 basketballs, but it's also about missing a switch on a baseline out of bounds, not communicating a slip on a screen late in a shot clock situation. All of those little things will add up today.
By the way, we wanted to send along congratulations to Todd Holtis, Jim Rosborough, and the Pima Community College Aztecs women's basketball team. They won the Junior College National Championship yesterday as Roz, of course, retires from coaching, and Todd Holtis, who has built an amazing program there. Congratulations to those ladies. Well deserved. Another outstanding season. All right, ready to play ball. Our NCAA officials today are Patrick Adams, Pat Driscoll, and Chance Moore. Over 11,000 on hand here. And if you caught just the background a moment ago, Arizona fans will dominate, but Utah State's got a great following, a tremendous student fan base as well. If you've ever seen any videos or been to one of their home games, one of the great home courts out in the western part of the country. The Wildcats, as the higher seed, will wear their home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal and navy, and Utah State goes in blue, trimmed in white. The winner goes on to San Jose on Thursday. A couple airplanes waiting down at the airport. One's going to Salt Lake, one to Tucson tonight, one with the winner and one with the loser, and the Wildcats win the tap, and we're underway here in San Diego. Jaden Bradley will take it down to our right and set things up. Head to Koa Pete. Hand it off to Burries. Circles high. Burries handling the ball. Fire it back high left. It goes Jaden Bradley. Inside Krivas. Posted up. Backing his way down. Here comes the double. Turns there. Kick it out. Burries. Straight away. Three. Up and good. Braden Burries right where he left off on Friday when he had 4 of 5. Lexus of Tucson Charity threes. 3-0 Arizona. Utah State with the ball the other day. Drake Allen handling it. Burries chasing him defensively and commits the foul on a reach. So Burries gets the first bucket and the first foul, first team foul on Arizona. Non-shooting, Aggies will inbound on the far side. Mason Falslev, the junior out of Benson, Utah, Mountain West Player of the Year. Inbound it to Allen. Feed it off Collins. He is a dangerous man on penetration. Back top, nothing right away for Keller. Not a big score. Get it off right. Driving is underneath. Turnaround jumper is up and good for Elamine. That's Adlon Elamine with his first bucket, and it's 3-2 favor of Arizona. Cats with the ball the other way. Bradley across midcourt. Picked up by Collins. Hesitates a bit. Briefly doubled. High poster goes Krivas. Handed off to Burries. Burries back top of the circle now. Couple of bounces over to Bradley. Right corner, Karchinkov. Throw it inside Pete. Wide open, slams it home.
Excellent pass inside for Arizona. Good ball movement. Don't turn it over early in the possession and force the Aggies to play defense.
5-2 Arizona. Aggies with the ball the other way. Allen out top. Briefly double. Karchinkov on him defensively. Bounce it to Collins. Nearly lost the ball out of bounds. Tommy Lloyd thought maybe he was. Right in front of him. Collins keeps it. Around a high screen from Keller. Works his way to the left elbow. Pumps there. Lean in shot. Bank no good. Rebound knocked out to Karchinkov. Wildcats want to run. He'll throw it to Pete. Down low. Pete turns. Goes up. Has it knocked away. Gets the ball back and is fouled on his way up. And he'll shoot two. Great lead pass by Karchinkov. And the Cats will take advantage of that. Go to the free throw line.
Arizona plays a much faster tempo than Utah State, albeit the Aggies will run opportunistically. And Koa Pete was the man who beat Utah State down and got on the backside of that defense.
Foul on MJ Collins, his first team's first. 2 free throws here for Koa Pete, who made 5 of 6 on Friday, and the first one here is good. And, of course, if you follow the Wildcats, you know that is a very positive sign when Pete is hitting his free throws. He had 15.7 rebounds against Long Island. Shoots a second. That one is up and good. So Koa Pete with 4 of the Wildcats' first 7. Arizona by 5, 2 minutes in. Allen across midcourt with the ball for Utah State. Nearly ran into his own man. Guarded there by Pete. Go outside for Keller. One bounce. Livitz left side. Elamine will drive right of the lane. Hook it underneath Keller. Lost the ball. Got it bad. Hook it up. Missed. No good. And there's Krivas for the Arizona rebound. Outlet to Bradley. Cats will push it in a hurry. Bradley down. Top of the key. Leave it foot. Trailing Krivas. Looks at the three. He'll take it. Short front of the rim. Rebound tipped out by Pete to Burries. Back right. Bradley will fire a three. That's short off the rim. And the ball will go out of bounds. So it'll be Utah State ball backcourt. The Aggies will go to the bench here. Bring in Carson Templin, a 6'9 junior out of Fairview, Texas. Averages 9 points, 4 rebounds a game.
Much more productive big is Carson Templin off of the bench. Keller starts, but Templin's more of a player.
Allen takes it down court for the Aggies, out to Collins. Feed it off false left, swings around a screen from Templin. Drives down right corner, nothing there. There's Allen, goes up, shot blocked, grabbed out of the air by Burries. And the Cats take it the other way, leading 7-2. Burries down full court left, off to Bradley. Chased outside by Elamine. Cross court over. Karchinkov, lob it inside. Krivas off to Bradley down the lane. Laid up too strong, no good. Rebound tipped out and grabbed by Falslev. His lead pass is tipped out of bounds by Karchinkov going over the table on the far side. He's okay.
They may want to review this as Arizona's coaching staff is looking at the tablet to see if Karchinkov tipped it and then did it go off of Elamine.
Well, they have about 10 seconds here to make a decision. And right now, the decision is to hold off. Tommy Lloyd, I think they are going to challenge, or maybe they took too much time. I think they ran out of time there because Liam Lloyd, who handles the tablet, I think signaled to take a look at it, but the official said too late. So the Aggies will inbound. There's Allen out top. Feed it off. False left. Guarded by Karchinkov. Slides left to right. Off to Elamine. Above the three-point line. Works it down to the wing. 14 to shoot. Out top. Templin for three. Over and out. And the rebound grab by Burries. Here's Braden on the run the other way. Left-handed dribble. Across the lane. Go to Bradley. Shoots an open three. Got it! Jaden Bradley with the Lexus of Tucson Charity three. Timeout, Utah State. Jared Calhoun does not like what he sees out of the gate. The Cats have jumped out 10-2, and we're back in a moment. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care with Mad March savings all month long. Now's the time to save big with big deals on major brand tires like the long-lasting, quiet-riding Michelin Defender 2 and slam dunk savings on automotive repairs with big rebates up to $100. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 convenient locations are ready to assist on your next championship drive. Check out jackfurriers.com for even more savings. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Great to have you along here on a late Sunday in San Diego. A little bit cooler today, still in the low 80s. Lots going on. San Diego Marathon this morning. San Diego SC had a big soccer. They got the Savannah Bananas in town. But basketball right now at the top of the headlines with a trip to the Sweet 16.
Arizona, a couple of wide open threes, Brian, to start the game. Jaden Bradley and Braden Burries did the same thing on Friday to start the game. Open looks. drop them through. The Cats are 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, have only allowed Utah State 1 look from deep, and that was Carson Templin, who is not one of their most prolific three-point shooters, to take that three. So the Cats early, good start.
Utah State ball backcourt. Falslev will inbound it. Wildcats will stay with their starting 5 on the floor. And for Utah State, no changes here. And Allen will bring it across. Drake Allen with the dribble. Fend it out. Falslev out high right. Wide open. He'll shoot a deep three. It's over the rim. No good. But the follow there by Collins for 2. MJ Collins got into the lane. And between a couple Wildcat potential rebounders. So it's 10-4. Arizona on top. Burries will take it across midcourt. Collins falls down when they bump into each other. Fired off to Karchinkov between the rings. Back to Burries. Dribble drive right. Burries all the way underneath. Fire at left corner. Karchinkov springs a three. Over the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out to Pete from Mo. Gets it back inside. Mo posted up there. Backing his way down. Here comes the double. Jump hook over it. Off, no good. Karchinkov tips the rebound out. Grabbed by Falsev. And the Aggies to see if they want to push it the other way. Falsev gets to the lane. Drives left. Turns there on Burries. No shot. Out top, Templin. He can't shoot to Falsev. Looked at the three, won't take it. Now drives inside. Runner is up short. Rebound, Bradley, Arizona. Cats will run it the other way. Bradley quickly down to a trailing Burries. Looked at a deep three. Passes it up for Pete. Handed off to Bradley. Gets top of the circle now. Bradley driving on Falsev. Turnaround, fade away in the lane off the side of the iron. No good. And Templin grabs the rebound for Utah State. 6-point Arizona lead. Drake Allen with the ball across midcourt for the Aggies. Picked up by Jaden Bradley out top. Bounce it off. Templin between the rings. And to Falsev. Collins looking for the ball. Catches it left wing. A quick three is up and good. No, give him 2. 2-pointer for MJ Collins. They'll probably go back and look at it. But right now a 2-pointer. It's 10-6 Arizona. Burries the other way with the ball. Set things up. Pete with a soft screen. Burries around it right to left. Hit the ball to Bradley out high left. Bradley holding it there. Fire it to Pete, top of the three-point line. Pete, left corner, Burries, pump fake the three. Goes baseline, reverse lay, it is good. Hanging in the air.
After the Cats were one of their last 8 from the field, Burries gets a lay-in.
12-6, Wildcats with the lead. Aggies with the ball. Allen across midcourt, out to Templin. Leave it for Falsev. Picked up by Karchinkov. Collins setting a screen. Falsev slides the opposite way. Gets down to the baseline. Shut off there. Nowhere to go. Out to Templin. He'll fire another three. This one off. No good again. Rebound Pete. Tips it out. Burries. Cats will push it. Burries down. Stops at the three-point line. Throw it down low. Caught in there by Krivas. Backing his way down on Templin. Double teamed out to Karchinkov. Baseline. Jumper up for 2. In and out. No good. Rebound Allen. And now the Aggies will push it. Allen. Hard drive into the lane, lay it up. No, foul's going to go on Burries. Aggies want a goaltend call here as the ball got pinned on the glass, but I think that was after the foul. So there will be 2 free throws after the timeout. 13:47 to go. First half in San Diego. Arizona 12, Utah State 6. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
All right, we kept the homeowners warm this winter. Now, let's get ready for summer.
It's super tune-up time at Right Way. We'll perform our 42-point Energy Saver tune-up on your air conditioning system for just $79. We'll remove years of dirt, grime, and leaves from your outdoor unit to help your system run more efficiently and reliably, all for only $79. If you have an AC that leaks refrigerant, we'll also include a leak check at no charge. And if you call this week and ask for the early bird special, you can get the entire service for just $59. Call today. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Thana Organization.
Morning begins in the Rincon foothills. Rocking K, a master-planned community and place to call home, offering distinct neighborhoods designed to fit your lifestyle. Explore the outdoors, walk the trails, visit Saguaro National Park. Enjoy community parks and make new friends at Rocking K resident events. Walk to Vail School District's newest campus in Rocking K, Saguaro Creek. 17 model homes, 6 quality builders, move-in ready homes available from the 300s. Rocking K, designed by nature. a community by design.
Welcome back to the Mid-First Bank broadcast table here in San Diego. Arizona leading Utah State 12-7. They did go back and take a look at that shot by M.J. Collins. Called a 2 on the floor. They looked at the video. It was a 3. So Collins gets his second bucket. He now has 5 points. It's 12-7 in favor of Arizona. The Wildcats are 4 of 12 from the floor so far to start out this ball game. And Utah State sits at 3 of 10. The Aggies now have a made three-pointer. The Wildcats have hit 2, but 2 also a dangerous number. That was the second foul on Braden Burries. So he's got a couple buckets out of the gate, but now 2 fouls. And the guy that, of course, is the Wildcats' leading scorer, Tommy Lloyd's got to sit him in for a while and see how things go from there.
Arizona has some bench players that can replace him and Anthony Del Orso, but Burries is such an electric offensive player for the Wildcats. Scores at all 3 levels, finishes in transition better than anyone on this team. That was problematic for him. He reached on the first defensive possession of the game, got called for the foul there, and then just got caught in the action. I don't think he was trying to foul. Drake Allen took it right at him, a senior move on the fast break to draw the second one.
Allen going to the free throw line here to shoot 2 after the timeout. First one is short. Allen, 62% free throw shooter. This is not a great free throw shooting team in Utah State. Just over 70% as a group. Second one by Allen, that rolls in. Anthony Del Orso is checked in for Braden Burries. Also Tobe Awaka on the floor for the Wildcats. As Mo Krivas will get it. No, he will stay on the floor. Check that. And Cole Pete will get a rest. So Karchinkov will bring it down out to Jaden Bradley. Holding it out top. Checked out there by Colby King, who's come in now for Utah State. Bradley, dribble drive right, down baseline. There's a walk, a pump fake goes up. Missed the shot, got it back, fouled on his second attempt, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Physical underneath the basket. You're going to have to go in with a hard hat and a pair of shoulder pads in today's game as Tobe Awaka collects his own rebound. One of the best offensive rebounders in the country because he stays on his feet, Brian. He took the first hit, stayed on his feet, gathered in the rebound.
2 free throws for Tobe Awaka. The first one bounces off, no good. Awaka shooting 65% at the line, coming off 11 points, 8 rebounds. And the Wildcats win over Long Island. The foul, by the way, was on Gary Clark. Just checked into the ballgame, 5th-year senior out of St. Louis, Missouri. One more throw here for Awaka. That's good. And it's a 13-8 Arizona lead. Utah State with the ball. 13.5 to go in the first half here in Salt Lake City. Winner heads up the coast to San Jose. Drake Allen across midcourt. Handling the ball for the Aggies. Chased by Karchinkov. Allen with the dribble. Spins. Backs it up now. Still with the dribble. 15 to shoot. Now bounce it out to Clark. Back to Allen. Swinging around to screen. Gets to the free throw line. Left corner. King will drive the baseline. Shot up and good over Krivas.
Took on the shot blocker and got into his body before the length could alter the shot.
Makes it a 13-10 Arizona lead. Jaden Bradley will move it down the other way. Head to Karchinkov. Now set it up in there. Cross court over to Awaka. Back to Bradley. Bradley working the right wing. Baseline. Karchinkov posted up there and Collins spins around him. Shovel it up underneath Awaka. Fumble the ball. Got it back. Goes up and is fouled again. And Tobe will return to the line.
Good move from Ivan Karchinkov. Actually inverted the play and posted up the smaller man in Colby King at 6'1", trying to guard Karchinkov in the low block, and that was where the play was initiated from on the block, and that was a nice wraparound pass to Awaka.
Foul on Drake Allen, his first, team's third. And to the line, Tobe Awaka to shoot 2 more. Just made 1 of 2, averaging 9.5 points, 9.5 rebounds. Misses the first free throw, and he'll get 1 more here. Awaka, over 900 career points, over 900 career rebounds. Spent a couple years at Tennessee, finishing up his college career in an Arizona uniform. Shoots a second here with 12:39 to go, and that is good. He's at 14-10 Wildcats. Aggies with the ball. Elijah Perryman into the ball game for the Aggies. He'll handle it across midcourt. Picked up by Jaden Bradley. Right off left for Clark. Holds the ball there. Back to Perryman. Looked at the three. Drives left to the lane. Stops. Back out top to King. Match on Del Orso. And to Clark above the three-point line. Inside pass to King. Too far underneath. Throw it over to Templin. Skip it down left corner. There's Perryman for three. Air ball that goes over the rim out of bounds. Last touch by Utah State.
Elijah Perryman has been inconsistent shooter the last handful of games. He's been a much better facilitator for the Aggies. Misses everything on his first shot.
1 for his last 11 shooting, and that is now a 7-game stretch for Perryman. Cats ball the other way. Pete back into the ballgame, handling it left wing. Out top, Del Orso. Deli hand it back to Pete. Holds the ball there, a little shake and bake. Drives right, hanging from about 16. Bank it home for Koa Pete. Second field goal of the ball game. 6 points for Pete. 6-point Arizona lead. Perryman across midcourt with the ball for Utah State. Picked up by Bradley. Handed to Clark. Walks it to the left wing. Off to King. Drives into the lane. Bounce back to Clark. Runs into Awaka. Jump it up and score it.
Clark is that big body off the bench and can finish in and around the bucket. He's shooting at a high percentage.
6'9", 220. Cats ball the other way, leading by 4. Del Orso, high left. Feed it off for Bradley. Out top, Awaka. Fire it right corner. Del Orso step back three, and he's got it. Anthony Del Orso with Alexis of Tucson Charity three. Fading away from the right corner. Cats lead it 19-12. Aggies with the ball. Perryman across midcourt. Double high post. Goes around it to the left. Perryman set it. Now back right around Clark. Perryman stops right at the lane. Out top, Templin. Walks the dribble right. Driving on Pete down to the baseline. Turns, hook it up. Roll it off. No good. Rebound to Walker. Arizona ball. Outlet to Bradley. Cats briefly with numbers. Ahead to Pete down low. Too far underneath. Left corner. Karchinkov for three. Bounce back to the rim. No good. Clark the rebound for Utah State. Quickly to Perryman the other way. Perryman down. Driving. Tries to get around. Del Orso missed it. No good. Pass to King. Missed the reverse lay, and then a foul called on Arizona on the drive underneath. So timeout here with 10:27 to go in the first half. Wildcats 19, Aggies 12. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Wildcat Nation, show your team pride with every swipe. MidFirst Bank is the exclusive bank provider of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats or visit any of the 20 MidFirst banking centers in the Valley to get your official Arizona Athletics debit card today. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Member FDIC.
Coach, Tommy Lloyd here with the Right Way team.
Great news. Free furnace season has been extended through the end of March. Have you been thinking about replacing your heating and cooling system this year? To spark business, we're giving away an 80% gas furnace or a heat pump air handler with the purchase of a new air conditioning system.
And we're offering up to 60 months no interest financing, manufacturer and energy efficiency rebates, and 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Call or text 520-200-2422 to book your free estimate today or visit rightwayac.com.
If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Tennis and beach volleyball are just two of the spring sports underway on the U of A campus. Make your plans to support the Wildcats at the many events on the schedule. Go to ArizonaWildcats.com and select the sport along with the dates and times and get ready to cheer on the Cats. If you can't make it to an event, think about supporting Arizona student athletes through the Wildcats General Scholarship Fund or through sport-specific scholarships. All the information is available at ArizonaWildcats.com. It's a great time to be a Wildcat. Bear down and go Cats! Thank you to our longtime sponsor, Desert Diamond Casino, proud partners of the Arizona Wildcats and Enterprise of the Tohono Nation. Wildcats lead 19-12 here in San Diego. The foul was on Koa Pete, his first in the team's third of the half. Arizona 6 of 16 from the floor so far. Utah State 5 of 14. Wildcats have taken 7 3-point shots already in this game. They've made 3. Utah State, a team that does rely more on threes, 1 of 5 from outside the arc thus far. But, we had some open looks for the Cats from three-point range. We've had some that weren't open.
Yeah, I definitely think Ivan Karchenkov's three in the corner there felt like a rhythm three for him in transition, but he's 0 for 3 from the field, and so now you would like him to ball fake and drive it, get it to the rim where Utah State has done an admirable job defending Arizona in the low block, especially in the half court. They're throwing a lot of bodies into the painted area. Wildcats only have 4 points in the paint. Credit Utah State defensively for kind of that sagging defense to just clog up the middle.
And that's something that Utah State did very well in their win over Villanova on Friday. And again, this is a team that, despite the fact it doesn't have the size of Arizona, the height of Arizona, if you go back and look at their season to date, they have not been afraid when they've faced bigger teams. They have used this same type of defense, and it's worked for them.
And they've converted on the offensive end themselves by spreading out their opponents and getting back cuts and layups off of drives, where they now have 6 points in the paint themselves, just with some freedom of movement and not a traditional big that's going to be back to the basket posting up low. They bring them high and use the bigs as trigger men on the offensive end along the three-point line.
Zach Keller back into the ball game for Utah State. And the Aggies will inbound baseline left. Elijah Perryman will trigger there. Wildcats stay with the same five. Del Orso, Bradley, Pete, Awaka, and Karchinkov. Inbound out to Templin. Out top Perryman. Off it goes. Stolen away by Bradley. Falls down. Gets ahead. Del Orso. Ball loose. And now picked up by the Aggies. So the teams will trade possessions there. And Utah State will head the other way. Ed Calhoun shouting out the play call. Here's Perryman out top. Bounce at Keller above the three-point line. They give him a ton of space. He'll shoot a three out there. High off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound snagged by King. And fired out top Collins. Looked at the three, won't take it over Karchinkov. Drives him down the lane, laid up, missed no good. Coapete grabs the Arizona rebound. Outlet it goes to Bradley the other way. Just to wait for his teammates to catch up. Bradley driving on Perryman. All the way to the bucket, blocked inside by Templin and grabbed out of the air by Collins. Aggies back down to our left, trailing by 7. And again, they'll go to their half court here. Perryman out top around a Keller screen. Crossover, lost the handle on the ball. Saves it in front of the Arizona bench. Skip pass over to King. Can't drive late baseline on Del Orso. Backs it out now with 10 to shoot. Into the lane. King put it up. Nope. Get it off to Keller, and he lays it up and good.
Drew the defensive player in Coapete away from the big. Assist to Utah State.
19-14 Wildcats. Arizona with the ball. Bradley ahead to Karchinkov, forecourt left. Templin out to defend. Yvonne puts it on the floor, slides out top, throw it inside to Waka. Pump fake goes up, no foul. Ball knocked away, grabbed by Templin. And now the Aggies on the run. Templin down over to Collins, fake left, drive right through the lane. Kick it out, King, no shot. Back top it goes to Perryman. Steps around a Keller screen. Into the lane, Perryman turns, scoop shot up and good.
They do this, Brian. They spread you out and they get into the lane. Arizona's gone 2.5 minutes without scoring, and it's a nice run from Utah State.
19-16, Wildcats with the lead in the ball. Bradley across midcourt. 8.5 to go first half. Bradley standing dribble out high left. Karchinkov will flash out to get it between the rings. Drive on Perryman, and he's fouled before he went up for the shot. Foul on Elijah Perryman will be his first, and the team's fourth of the half. Wildcats will bring Dwayne Aristode into the ball game. Mo Krivas will return. Braden Burries as well. Remember, Braden playing with 2 fouls here, so he's got to be careful. Wildcats will inbound at baseline left. 8:24 to go first half. Bradley to inbound. Put the play in motion. Looking for Burries to come off a screen. Catches it in the left corner there. Around a screen from Krivas into the lane. Over to Aristode. Fires a three and puts it down. Dwayne Aristode with Alexis of Tucson Charity 3.
How about the first touch of the game for Dwayne Aristode? Knocks in a tray.
22-16 Wildcats. Blake Allen the other way. Off to Keller. Angle right above the three-point line. Handed to Collins. Circles around that screen. Fires a three. Short. Rebound grabbed by Krivas. Quickly out to Burries. Cats want to push it. Burries to the top of the circle. Off for Bradley. Drives inside. Lean in shot. No good. Fouled by Keller. That'll be his first and the team's fifth. And a timeout here with 7:50 to go in the first half. Arizona 22, Utah State 16. Back in a moment. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCAA.
Well, proud partners of Arizona Athletics, passionate fans, and a nice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Both teams are 7 of 19 from the floor. The difference, the Wildcats have made 4 of 8 from 3, and they've outscored Utah State 4-1 at the free throw line thus far. So neither team shooting near its average. I mean, the Wildcats, 9th in the nation, over 50%. Utah State, 14th in the nation, shooting 50%. So I don't know if defenses are dictating things or just shots are being missed.
You definitely credit Utah State's defense in and around the basket area. Not a team known for shot blocks less than 3 a game because they just wall up. They play big and try to contest with their chest, not with long outstretched arms. And Arizona's inability to get into the paint has been part of the problem, but they've had open shots from the outside, and that has been the byproduct of Arizona's strength in the paint. Has opened up the three-point shooting. 2 big buckets from bench players as Anthony Del Orso and Dwayne Aristode come off the bench to pop in a couple of trays. And if you had Arizona at this point with 4 makes from beyond the arc and 3 makes inside the arc on your bingo card, you just won, and you're probably the only one that had that.
Well, I mentioned earlier, the Wildcats postseason play now, 45% shooting outside the three-point line, which, and there's nothing wrong with Arizona's percentage. It's just the perception that they don't take a lot, which is true. They just don't take a lot of threes because they haven't needed to. Jaden Bradley to the line to shoot 2, coming out of the timeout. 7:50 to go first half. First free throw by Bradley is good. JB shoots 80% at the line. He's made 37 of his last 43 free throws, which is closer to 86%. Has a second one here. Wildcats, second one good. Now 6 of 8 at the free throw line as a team, and that's a good start. And the Cats lead at 24-16. Utah State with the ball. Falsely around a high screen. Drives right. Nothing there. Keep it high for King into the lane. Pump fake. And he traveled. Yep. He ran into, well, he didn't hit him, but all of a sudden there was a guy named Mo Krivas standing there, and there's nowhere for Colby King at 6'1" to go.
And Mo Krivas will get no recognition for that in the stat book. Not one stat will provide the premise of what happened, and that's Mo Krivas protecting the paint.
So Arizona ball backcourt. Wildcats up by 8. Some pressure put up. Bradley being chased by Drake Allen. Gets it across to Koa Pete. And the Wildcats can get into their half court from there. Bradley will show the play. Center circle. High screen from Krivas. Around it to the right. Throw it out top. Pete lost his man. Drives the lane to the bucket. Lay it up. Nobody gets fouled. And Pete will head back to the line to shoot 2.
Utah State gambling on that reversal pass, and they missed the steal, and that allowed Koa Pete to turn the corner and just drive it right at the rim. And Zach Keller tried to meet him, but you're not going to deflect Koa Pete too much without fouling him.
Second foul on Zach Keller. 6th team foul on the Aggies. Koa to the line to shoot 2. The first one is good. Pete is 7 points. Good things started here today. Also 4 rebounds. Braden Burries will head to the bench again. He's been playing with 2 fouls, and so they had him out there for a while, and might see him again before halftime. Second free throw by Koa is good. He's made all 4 of his free throws today. And the Wildcats lead at 26-16. Now their biggest lead of the game. Aggies with the ball. Elamine out top, headed to Keller. And to Allen, back top Elamine. Fired over to Collins. Collins can't get inside, picked up by Colpete. Spin move, Collins the bucket, blocked by Krivas, grabbed by Aristo. Off to Bradley, Ketzel run it the other way. Bradley down, waits for everybody to catch up. Bradley, low crossover, driving right. Out top, Krivas looking inside. Pete being fronted right now. Goes right corner, back to Bradley. Bradley, right elbow, jumper up, off, no good. Rebound Elamine for Utah State. We'll run it the other way, quickly head to Collins. Handed back Elamine out top, fired inside Keller, lost the ball out of bounds. Hot potato, couldn't handle it. Turnover number 3 on the Aggies.
Defensively, Arizona back in transition, sped up the Aggies. They never looked comfortable in that possession.
So Arizona ball backcourt, 6:31 to go first half. 10-point Arizona lead. Bradley on the way up court, and Drake Allen reaches around and knocks the ball out of bounds. So the Wildcats will re-inbound here from the far side. Now the Aggies back off their defense. And Bradley will set things up, crosses midcourt. Bradley drives right around a screen from Krivas. Gets into the lane, stops, turns, pumps, goes up with a shot. Nothing. There's Krivas with a rebound. Missed the follow, but he's fouled. And 2 more free throws coming up for the Wildcats here in the first half. It will be numbers 11 and 12.
Zone defense for Utah State trying to catch Arizona out of rhythm there. And Jaden Bradley just dribbled into space and drew enough defenders to him that Krivas could gather in that offensive rebound.
7th team foul on Utah State. That's the first on Carson Templin. So 2 free throws here from Krivas. Shoots 78% at the line. First one is up, no good off the back of the rim. He'll get his second. You know, I asked Tommy Lloyd about this a week or so ago. Mo in the previous 4 games coming in had taken a total of 17 shots, and of course they want more touches inside. Utah State's done a good job today, as you mentioned, plugging up the middle there, trying to prevent Mo from making a clean catch. Here's his second free throw. That's good. 27-16 Arizona. Wildcats on an 8-0 run here over the last almost 2 minutes. Drake Allen with the ball out top for Utah State. Around a screen from Templin. Throw it over to Collins. Pump fake the 3. Bounce pass off to Allen. Throw it back top, Collins. Pretty good look at the 3, and it's over the rim, no good. Rebound, Colpete. Snatches it out of the air. Head to Bradley. Cats push it the other way. JB quickly down to a trailing Colpete. Looking inside for Krivas. Briefly open, goes left corner, Del Orso. Baseline, nothing there. Has it knocked out. It'll stay Arizona here with 5:43 to go in the first half. Cats up 27-16. Scoring drought now for Utah State has gone over 3 minutes. Del Orso inbound in front of the Aggie bench. They'll throw it backcourt to Jaden Bradley, and Cats will set it up in there. Krivas sets a high screen. Bradley circles around it to the right. Go to Mo in the lane. Spin move there. Pumps, turns. Little jumper is up. Off the mark. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Colpete. I think. No, wait a minute. They're going to go the other way. It'll be off Utah State. So a break there for the Wildcats. They'll get 20 on the shot clock. And inbound baseline right. 5:33 to go first half. Arizona by 11. Jaden Bradley is going to inbound, but first wanting to get his teammates set. And now I think a discussion here between Krivas and Templin. There's a little jostling going on there before they inbound the ball. Now, Jaden Bradley handed the ball. He'll inbound it. Looking, bounce pass, got it. Oh, tried to get it to Pete. He's fouled from behind. And Pete will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Out of bounds play for Arizona. Cleared out the entire left side of the floor by bringing a shooter to the corner in Anthony Del Orso. And that left Koa Pete being defended by a 6'4" Mason Falslev in the post, and just allowing Koa to establish position there as Jaden Bradley feeds him.
Second foul on NJ Collins. So both teams' leading scorer saddled with 2 fouls here. Burries for Arizona, Collins for Utah State. Koa Pete will go to the line. This is a 1-and-1. First one is up, in and out, no good. Collins the rebound. Utah State with the ball the other way. Allen across midcourt, out to Falslev. Feed it to Collins, back to the basket. Over to Templin, and then threw it away off the hands of Allen. That is turnover number 4 now on the Aggies.
Uncharacteristic for the Aggies. Usually a well-disciplined team. Just Templin throwing it off of Drake Allen's shoulder, who wasn't anticipating that at all. He was running around the post man to get to the corner.
Cats take it the other way, leading by 11. 5:12 to go first half. Del Orso out center circle now, guarded by Elamine. Feed it for Karchenko for its return. He's going to drive left of the lane, lost the ball, tried to gather it back in, knocked away and grabbed away by Utah State. Second Arizona turnover. MJ Collins will take it the other way for the Aggies. Templin a high screen. Collins around it. Drives right. Kick it back out Templin. He'll shoot an open three. No good. Rebound Del Orso. Arizona ball the other way. Head to Bradley. Jaden pulls it up. Out high to Pete. Pete driving on Elamine. Down the lane to the bucket. Missed the lay-in. There's Krivas with the rebound. Turns. Gets away from the defense. Out to Bradley. Shoots an open three. Side of the iron. No good. And the ball's going to be grabbed by Utah State. So the Aggies still over 4 minutes without scoring. Here's Allen, open three straight away. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound flapped out by Falsev off of Karchinkov. Yvonne elected not to try and chase the ball down in the corner. That's a head-up move there by Falsev.
Well, both teams ugly on the offensive end. Utah State, 2 of their last 12. Arizona, 1 of their last 9. Also throw in 3 turnovers for the Aggies in that set and 1 turnover for Arizona, and it's been defensive-minded last 4 to 5 minutes.
Aggies inbound baseline right. Blake Allen to trigger there. It's going to throw it into backcourt where Falslev will chase it down. And the Aggies can reset. Plenty of time. Falslev back across midcourt to head to Allen. Picked up by Bradley. High screen, Templin. Allen around it. Drives right. Shot up and good off the glass. Hard drive by Drake Allen for his first bucket of the ball game. Averages 8 points. 27-18 Arizona. Pass ahead, it goes Del Orso. Inside Krivas there. Posted up on Templin. Here's the double. Gets into the lane. Turns, goes up. No good. Ball loose on the baseline. Out of bounds. Off of Utah State. It'll be Arizona ball. Timeout. 3:54 to go in the first half. Arizona 27, Utah State 18. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCAA.
MidFirst Bank, home of the Arizona Athletics. Banking debit card. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats for details. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. Yeah, it has not been an offensive showcase today here in San Diego. The Wildcats shooting 28% at 7 of 25. Utah State at 33% at 8 of 24. The Wildcats, they built this lead on 4 3-pointers and 9 of 13 of the free throw line. Utah State, 1 of 10 from outside the arc. They've taken 2 free throws so far, and they made 1. And so, when things aren't going well, what do? Well, one way, you get to the free throw line. Of course, Arizona, one of the best in the nation in getting to the free throw line. They average 26 attempts a game, and they're right now halfway there, and we're not even to halftime yet.
It's really helped Arizona have this 9-point lead, considering they're one of their last 10 from the field. Credit Utah State. Their interior defense has been stout, Brian. They've not allowed Mo Krivas to get great position. Most of his catches or touches have been 5 to 6 feet away from the rim versus 3 to 4 feet, and Templin and Zach Keller in particular have been outstanding defending with physicality. They've matched Arizona in that toughness category.
All right, it'll be Arizona ball, 16 on the shot clock. Jaden Bradley will inbound baseline left, 3:54 to go here in the first half. And Bradley will put the play in motion. Looking for Del Orso, can't get open. He'll throw it out to Krivas, who will hold it there, and to Deli. Can't set it up from there. Del Orso throws it down inside to Awaka, too high, and then a foul on Arizona as the ball got knocked away. It was a turnover to begin with, and then compounded by a foul, and now it'll be Utah State ball going the other way.
Arizona on the out-of-bounds play did not get in free, good balance. 4 players from Arizona on the left side of the floor. Great pressure from Utah State. Turnover for Arizona, number 3.
All right. Aggies ball. Here's Falslever on a high screen from Clark. Stops right of the lane. Looking inside, nobody open. Out to Drake Allen. Allen near the top of the circle. Karchinkov on him defensively. On a switch picked up by Del Orso. Allen drives down. Waka picks him up inside. Pump fake too far underneath. Nowhere to go. And has his pass tipped out by Del Orso. 7 on the shot clock now for Utah State.
Beware. This is where Coach Calhoun and the Aggies excel on baseline out-of-bounds plays. Quick hitters and good motion.
Drake Allen will inbound. Again, he's got Krivas guarding the end line there. Allen will throw it out to Clark. Fired over to Collins. Left elbow, jumper up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out into back court. Everybody chasing the ball down. It's grabbed by Collins. So Utah State back the other way now. Trailing 27-18. 3:05 to go first half. Here's Allen to the free throw line. Out to El Amin. No shot there. Handed to Falslev. He's trying to back his way down. Quick turnaround jumper is good.
That's what he does. Just dribbles to his spot, rises above Jaden Bradley for the 2.
First bucket for Falslev. 1 of 3 from the floor now. He averages 16 points a game. 27-20 Arizona. Del Orso. Fire at right corner. Karchinkov into the lane with the left hand blocked by El Amin. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. 16 on the shot clock. Koa Pete coming back for the Cats. Mo Krivas will go to the bench. 2:39 showing before halftime.
And Arizona feeling the lack of Braden Burries on the floor offensively, unable to really get into anything good. Great athleticism from El Amin blocking Karchinkov.
All right, Wildcats will inbound, baseline left. Jaden Bradley to trigger there. Put the play in motion. Throw it to Koa Pete outside the three-point line. Pete working on Clark. Spin move. Stops free throw line. Back out for Del Orso. 10 to shoot. Del Orso backs up the dribble now. Clark on him. Pull-up jumper. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound chased down by Clark for Utah State. And it goes to Drake Allen the other way. Aggies trying to make a run here. Late first half. Wildcats have gone now 4 minutes without scoring. Allen out top. Guarded by Del Orso. Handed out. Falslev. Trying to screen. Three-pointer straight away. High up the rim. No good. 3 Wildcats there for the rebound. Karchinkov comes away with it. And it goes to Bradley the other way. Bradley hesitation. Kick it back out. Karchinkov off to Pete. Drives down to the baseline. Fouled. Non-shooting. Now to go on El Amin, his first. 9th team foul. And Koa Pete back to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He just missed the front end a few minutes ago after making his first 4 free throws today. And so Koa back. 8 points for Pete on the day. 5 rebounds. 1:56 showing first half. And the Wildcats have attempted 13 free throws so far. First one here by Pete is good. He'll earn the bonus.
Breaks the scoring drought of over 4 minutes for Arizona. Again, the rim unkind, but credit Utah State defensively, forcing Arizona to take jump shots and contested shots around the rim. Only 4 points in the paint for Arizona today.
Second free throw by Koa Pete, rounding off, no good. And the rebound chased down by Elamine, then lost it out of bounds. Karchinkov had something to do with that. He kind of bumped into Elamine, and Elamine was off balance and couldn't gather the ball in.
Lucky break for Arizona. Can they take advantage here on the baseline out of bounds? Arizona now has gone over 6 minutes without a made field goal.
Bradley to inbound. Looking. Goes it into Awaka. Back top for Del Orso. Drives. Throw it inside for Karchinkov. Double teamed out to Bradley. Open three, right wing. In and out, no good. Rebound tip to Karchinkov. And he lays it in. First bucket for Yvonne. Right place, right time. Wildcats lead at 30-20. Utah State with the ball the other way. Broke that drought there without a field goal. Well over 6 minutes. Here's Falslap with the ball, briefly double team. Throw it down low for Clark. Lay it up and good. Gary Clark with his second bucket of the game. 30-22 Arizona. Minute 20 left first half. Bradley the other way with the ball for the Wildcats. They hit Del Orso right wing. Del Orso slides out between the rings though. Defended out there by Allen. Deli driving right through the defense. Kick it out. Karchinkov passed up the three. Gets down to the baseline. In the lane. Has the ball knocked away out of bounds. Cats will hang on to it. Aggies wanted traveling, but no call. 11 to shoot now. And Arizona will re-inbound baseline right.
Been a difficult game for Ivan Karchinkov with the basketball tonight, Brian. He's been unable to knock down perimeter shots. His drives have been defended exceptionally well. That last putback for him hopefully gets him going, but he almost turned it over there.
Jaden Bradley to inbound, get it into Koa Pete. Pete working on Clark, double team, goes over the double team and scores it. Third field goal for Pete. 32-22 Arizona, under a minute to go. Arizona fans on their feet here at Vegas Arena. Drake Allen with the ball for Utah State. Ahead it goes Templin, back to Allen. Can't get around Jaden Bradley. Fire atop Collins. Springs the three. It is up, around and off, no good. Rebound Koa Pete, Arizona. Outlet Bradley. JB will push it the other way across midcourt. Has to wait for his teammates now to catch up. Looking back at Tommy Lloyd, see what they want to do here. Allen all over Bradley defensively. JB spins away and foul. I guess so.
Yeah.
Allen just grabbed him by the hip.
And acted like he didn't foul him, Brian. He grabbed hip, jersey, arm, all of the above. Not sure that's what their defensive idea for the last possession of the half for Arizona was.
Second foul on Drake Allen, 10 team fouls, so 2 free throws here for Jaden Bradley with 23.8 to go here in the half. JB to the free throw line, where he made his 2 free throws earlier. First one here is good. Again, halftime today, the Wildcats will have a massive lead at the free throw line in terms of both makes and attempts. And then you take a look at Utah State, 1 of 12 from three-point range. 23.5 to go. Cats up 33-22. Matches their biggest lead of the game. Bradley's second free throw rolls off, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Clark. So Utah State with the ball. Shot clock is off. See here, they'll play for the last shot. Allen across midcourt. They'll just back and forth dribble here. They're also watching him. Now Deli will foul him. And you do that intentionally, of course, because the Wildcats were under the limit. So just trying to slow him down here a bit. Del Orso will pick up his first. That's the team's 5th. Now it leaves Utah State with 9.6 seconds left. See if Tommy Lloyd employs the same thing. Drake Allen to inbound. Throw it to Clark above the three-point line. Bounce pass to Collins. Back to Clark and lays it in. Beautiful play. Good bucket for Clark. And now 2 seconds left, and the inbound's knocked out by Allen with 0.6. The Wildcats will inbound from their side of midcourt. And you can get a catch and shoot here, and that's about it. Throw it into Bradley, and he'll put it up. Oh, off the back of the rim, no good. And at halftime, Arizona 33, Utah State 24. Back to recap in a moment. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Save big now at Royalty with GMC. Lease the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Edition for $277 per month for 24 months. Upgrade the family to a new 25 Buick Enclave for $375 a month for 24 months. Or go electric in the 2026 GMC Hummer EV pickup for $760 a month for 36 months. See dealer for details. Offers end 2/2/26.
Now's the time to get your Arizona Athletics debit card from MidFirst Bank and show your support for the Wildcats every time you make a purchase. MidFirst is an official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats or visit any of the 20 MidFirst banking centers in the Valley to get your official Arizona Athletics debit card today. MidFirst Bank. True to you. Member FDIC.
It's baseball season, Wildcat fans, and tickets are on sale now. From the dingers into the Tucson Sunset at High Corbett to the slick double plays up the middle, you won't want to miss any of the action this season. Tell a friend, bring the kids, and pack the juice box as Chip Hale and the Arizona Wildcats compete for another Big 12 championship. Get your tickets now by calling 520-621-CATS. That's 520-621-2287 or visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/BSB. Bear down.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do. We are the home of your Arizona Wildcats. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station.
Round of 32 in San Diego. Brian Jeffries, Ryan Hansen, great to have you along here on a Sunday. The winner goes on to the Sweet 16 in San Jose starting on Thursday. Wildcats led in scoring in the first half by Koa Pete with 11, 6 points for Jaden Bradley, 3 for Dwayne Aristode, 3 for Anthony Del Orso, 5 points for Braden Burries, 2 for Ivan Karchinkov, 1 point for Mo Krivas, and 2 for Tobey Awaka. For the Utah State Aggies, they were topped in scoring in the first half by Gary Clark, came off the bench to score 6, 2 points for Elijah Perryman, 5 for MJ Collins, 2 points for Colby King, 3 for Drake Allen, 2 for Mason Falslev, and 2 apiece for Zach Keller and Adlon Elamine. Halftime, Arizona 33, Utah State 24. More coming up in a moment. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Save big now at Royal Buick GMC. Lease the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Edition for $277 per month for 24 months. Upgrade the family to a new 25 Buick Enclave for $375 a month for 24 months. Or go electric in the 2026 GMC Hummer EV pickup for $760 a month for 36 months. See dealer for details. Offers end 2/2/26.
Now's the time to get your Arizona Athletics debit card from MidFirst Bank and show your support for the Wildcats every time you make a purchase. MidFirst is an official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats or visit any of the 20 MidFirst banking centers in the Valley to get your official Arizona Athletics debit card today. MidFirst Bank. True to you. Member FDIC.
It's baseball season, Wildcat fans, and tickets are on sale now. From the dingers into the Tucson Sunset at High Corbett to the slick double plays up the middle, you won't want to miss any of the action this season. Tell a friend, bring the kids, and pack the juice box as Chip Hale and the Arizona Wildcats compete for another Big 12 championship. Get your tickets now by calling 520-621-CATS. That's 520-621-2287 or visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/BSB. Bear down.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
As the new year begins, Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing would like to thank you for allowing us to serve Tucson and the surrounding communities for the past 25 years. Whether it is a small water leak or a full air conditioning replacement, we do it all, big or small. For professional service, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or make your appointment online at picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Halftime in San Diego, Arizona 33, Utah State 24. The Wildcats jumped out early in this ball game. Jaden Bradley and Braden Burries hit a couple of threes, and the Wildcats looked to be rolling. Utah State stayed right there. The Wildcats had an 8-0 run, a little over 6 minutes to go in the half after Utah State had certainly gotten back into this ball game, and they are back into this ball game. And the Wildcats did not shoot very well in the first half. Utah State didn't shoot very well in the first half. As we talked about, the thing for the Wildcats right now is their ability to get to the free throw line. They're 11 of 17. Utah State is 1 of 2, and the Wildcats have hit 4 3-pointers. The Aggies have hit 1, and that's why Arizona has the lead right now. But, the Wildcats missed, 10 of their last 12 shots to end the half. And, Utah State, if the Aggies can find some rhythm on the offensive end, this is going to be a different ballgame in the second half.
Yeah, both teams' lack of rhythm is a good way to put it. Under their average by a long shot, and Arizona's woeful shooting. Credit Utah State's changing defenses. They've packed the paint. They've not allowed Arizona to get the ball inside, and when they have, they've just walled up excellently. Mo Krivas, Tobe Awaka combined for 0 for 6 from the field. On the converse side, they've spread Arizona out and have gotten layups. In their last 6 field goals of the half, Utah State made 5 layups. That was when they started to feel a little bit more rhythm offensively. Even though they couldn't carve into that lead, or at least the deficit that they were facing against Arizona, they looked more comfortable, Brian, to me, down the stretch offensively than Arizona did.
Well, it's always interesting to see what happens at halftime here. We'll see what Tommy Lloyd and his staff do in terms of any adjustments they want to make for the second half. The winner goes on to San Jose, as we mentioned. The Wildcats turned the ball over only 3 times in that first half. They out-rebounded Utah State by 10, but and yet their offensive struggles right now have kept the Aggies right in this ballgame. It's not going to be easy. It was never intended to be easy today. This is the round of 32. There are some great games already today, and we got one going on here. Arizona 33, Utah State 24 at the half. Joel Herrera will check the scores and more coming up next. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
You've likely seen our Culligan trucks around southern Arizona. We're proud to be your neighbors and local water experts. If any water problems surface in the area, you can trust that Culligan has the expertise and technology to address the issues. We've delivered better water and personalized service for over 85 years. But don't just take our word for it. We've been voted Best Water Treatment Company in Tucson 4 years in a row. Contact Culligan of Tucson for water you love.
Team against Arizona from a field goal percentage defense standpoint. All season long, you stay with what's working and hope, or just put your fingers crossed that Arizona won't go 4 for 10 in the second half and that you won't put Arizona at the line 17 times. This strategy was sound. It got Arizona out of what they typically would do. 5 of 21, as you mentioned, from inside the arc is woeful for the Cats, and that should put Utah State in a pretty decent position. I would like to point one additional thing out, Brian, that I think took Arizona out of its offense. Braden Burries only played 7 minutes and 20 seconds in the first half. 2 quick fouls, and in that first couple of minutes, he had 5 points and 2 assists. Think of it this way. Arizona had 5 assists in the entire half. Braden only played 7 minutes, and he has 2 of the 5. So it's not just his scoring. It's his playmaking. It's his movement. It's his ability to draw defenses. Having Braden Burries back to start the half is a plus for Arizona, not the only positive. Arizona's got to get inside and finish plays.
So Arizona leading at the half here, 33-24. All 8 Arizona players that played in the first half scored in the first half. The Wildcats did a nice job against MJ Collins, the leading scorer for the Aggies. The average is 17-7. He went 2 for 9 in the first half, had 5 points. Their second leading scorer on the season, Mason Falsav, he had 1 bucket in that first half, going 1 for 4 from the floor. So Arizona defensively held Utah State well under its average of 50%. Now the question is, who can find their offense here in the second half? Who can overcome either poor shooting or good defense here in the second half? What adjustments will these coaches have made? Because you got to figure both of them did some tinkering at halftime.
High IQ basketball teams, both of these teams. Jared Calhoun from Utah State, more of an innovator than Tommy Lloyd with set calls. Tommy just puts his players in position to make good plays. Yes, he has great offensive sets and mind, but Jared Calhoun much more set-oriented. I think we'll find out early here who he wants to uncork, and I have a feeling it's going to be MJ Collins.
All right, we start out the second half. It'll be Utah State ball. Aggies did not lead in that first half. Wildcats up by as many as 11 until Utah State got the late bucket to end it. So 33-24 as we start out this second half. Still another game coming up earlier today here is you heard from Joel. St. John's advancing on to the Sweet 16 to play Duke next week. All right, Utah State ball. Drake Allen will get the inbound to Falstaff, left side to Collins. Drives through the lane, kick it right. Elamine for 3, high off the rim, no good. Rebound Karchinkov, Arizona, outlet to Burries. Yeah, the Wildcats will push it the other way. Burries down full court right now, asking Krivas to set a screen. Burries around it, bounce pass back to Mo. Right of the lane, backing down on Keller, jump hook over him. Missed over the rim, no good. Rebound, Allen falling out of bounds, and he was out of bounds, and Arizona will keep the ball. So a break there, a lot of bodies going after that rebound. So, Krivas again. Obviously, Tommy Lloyd wants to get him more involved. Pretty good look there, just didn't go down. So Bradley didn't inbound the ball, goes to Burry's left corner. Elamine on him defensively, on to screen from Krivas. Works it out to the wing now. Fire it out top. Karchinkov goes to Krivas at the high post. Mo, one bounce. Over to Bradley. Slices through the defense. Jump it up, right side. Good for 2. Caden Bradley just 1 of 9 in the first half from the floor. 35-24, just like that, the Wildcats match their biggest lead. And Utah State with the ball the other way. Drake Allen will take it across midcourt. Burry's watching him defensively. Collins coming through a screen. He will catch it out top. Now on a switch picked up by Karchinkov. Fired over Elamine. Little ball fake. Gets into the lane. Bounce pass down low. Shot blocked by Krivas out of bounds. Keller going up for the shot. And Mo said nothing to do with it.
Big on-ball screen with Elamine and Keller trying to catch Arizona in a switch. And boy, Krivas, rim protector deluxe.
That's the second block of the ball game. Aggies inbound, 11 on the shot clock. Get it to Collins in the left corner. Out to Elamine. Top false up. He's going to shoot the 3 over Pete. It's good. Just the second triple for the Aggies today. And he is a very good three-point shooter at 40%. Pass inside. Krivas at the other end, fouled on his way up. And here we go again. Wildcats back to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go on, should be on Falsav. Be the first team foul on Utah State this half. Mo Krivas to the free throw line. It will be the first foul on Mason Falsav. So 2 free throws here for Mo. 1 of 2 in the first half. First one here rolls in. Second point for Krivas on the day. We mentioned has not hit a field goal as yet. And he averages 10.5 points per game. Shoots a second. Opening 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Mo very deliberate at the line. Has a pattern. Second one is up and good. 37-27. Cats with the lead. Aggies with the ball. Drake Allen across midcourt. Pete picks him up defensively. Looking for Falslav to come around a screen. Gets the ball. Top of the key. Fires another 3. Rounded off. No good. Call Pete the Arizona rebound. Outlet Burries. Cats want to run it. Burries quickly down the other way. Get it to Jaden Bradley. Bradley out between the rings. Chased out there by Colby King, who's checked in. Bounce pass right side, Burries. Down to Pete. Double team. Skip it out. Karchinkov fires a rainbow three. It's up and good. Ivan Karchinkov with a Lexus of Tucson Charity three.
Bounce back from the first half for Ivan, who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from beyond the arc.
40-27 Arizona, expanding the Cats' big lead. Allen down full court left. Out top it goes to Collins. Dribble drive right, down to the right block. Pump fake there, can't shoot over Krivas. Out to King. Leave it top for Allen. 10 to shoot. Allen holding the ball to Keller. Back to Allen. Back around a screen. Allen into the lane, nowhere to go. Off to King, has to fire a three out there, and it's good. Colby King, another good three-point shooter. He's been cold, but made that one. Down the other way, Karchinkov off the glass, and good for two.
Quick offense for Arizona after the make, catching Utah State napping.
42-30 Arizona. Here's Falslav foul, tried to split the defense between Bradley and Karchinkov. Foul on Arizona first of the half. Jaden Bradley not happy with the call. Aggies will inbound on the near side. First foul on JB. Inbound out to Allen near midcourt. Allen, leave it top. Nothing there for Templin. He'll shoot an open three out there, and it's good.
All of a sudden, a 1-for-12 start for Utah State is now 3 for 5 from beyond the arc.
42-33 Wildcats. Pete handling the ball down full court right. Out to Burries. Burries driving on King. Gets around him. Drives to the bucket. No good on the shot. Rebound off to King. Aggies will push it. King across midcourt. Racing down to Templin. Open again. Shoots another three. That one no good. Off the rim. And Krivas the Arizona rebound. Ahead to Pete. Down to Bradley. Bradley drives on Allen. All the way to the bucket. Laid up. Missed. No good. Rebound tipped out. Ball loose. Grabbed by Burries. No look, right corner. Karchinkov, an air ball on a three, but there is Pete to grab it and put it in. Koa saw it coming. Pete with 13 points, 44-33 Arizona. Aggies the other way. Allen trying to post up Pete, nothing there. Out to Templin. Hands it off, Falslev. Falslev into the lane, throw it up from there. Missed back of the rim, no good. Karchinkov, the Arizona rebound. Wisely holds it for Burries. Now Cats will take it the other way. Braden looking over at Tommy Lloyd, see what they want to do here. Burries feet high for Pete. Walks the dribble left off to Bradley. Bradley around a high screen from Krivas. Bumps into Falslev, no foul. Crossover, driving right Bradley. Then the foul comes. So that one will go on Falslev. That'll be a second. Both here in the half. Second team foul on Utah State. Timeout on the floor. 15:42 to go, second half. Arizona 44, Utah State 33. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Morning begins in the Rincon foothills. Rocking K, a master planned community and place to call home, offering distinct neighborhoods designed to fit your lifestyle. Explore the outdoors, walk the trails, visit Saguaro National Park. Enjoy community parks and make new friends at Rocking K resident events. Walk to Vail School District's newest campus in Rocking K, Saguaro Creek. 17 model homes, 6 quality builders, move-in ready homes available from the 300s. Rocking K, designed by nature. A community by design.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
We'll admit, we've already thrown in the towel on the New Year's resolution.
But one healthy new habit we're sticking with is Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to help protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now at your local GNC.
MidFirst Bank, home of the Arizona Athletics banking debit card. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats for details. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. The first number one to fall, the defending champions, Florida Gators. They go down in Tampa today to the 9th seed Iowa Hawkeyes. 73-72 the final. So 3 number ones remain. Arizona, Duke, and Michigan. Here in San Diego, Wildcats up 44-33. Arizona starts out the second half making 4 of 8 from the floor. Utah State 3 of 8. The Aggies have hit 3 of 6 from outside the arc. The Wildcats 1 of 2 outside the three-point line. And so the offense is looking a little bit better here.
Well, Utah State, as I mentioned, coming into the game today, not shooting it exceptionally well from beyond the arc. They were at 12 of their last 56, and then they put up a 1 for 12 first half. But bear in mind, this is a team, Brian, that on 13 occasions, in 13 games this year, they made 10 or more threes. The ability is there if they can get open.
Cats inbound the ball baseline right. Jaden Bradley, Braden Burries, Mo Krivas, Ivan Korchinkov, Koa Pete, starting 5 on the floor. Bradley to inbound, goes to Krivas in the right corner. Out to Burries, wide open for a 3 out there, and it is good. Don't leave him open. Braden Burries with his second Lexus of Tucson Charity 3. A couple of Aggies fell down on the play. Braden took advantage. 47-33 Wildcats. Utah State with the ball the other way. Collins, dump it inside. Template posted up on Pete. Backing him down into the lane. Turns there. Jump hook up, off, no good. Krivas, the Arizona rebound. Outlet to Bradley. Cats want to run. JB down. Stops. Free throw line. Jumper is up and good. That's Arizona basketball. 49-33 Cats. Utah State back the other way. Perriman across midcourt. Bumps into Korchinkov. A lot of contact. Perriman working, nothing there. Out to Clark. He's got an open 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound. Burries. He'll run it the other way. Burries matched up on King. Forecourt left. Goes baseline on him. Jumper is up and good. Timeout, Utah State. The Wildcats got the mojo back.
Tempo, Brian. You take a defensive rebound and you run it down their throat. 2 quick baskets after defensive rebounds.
Timeout, 14:41 to go, second half in San Diego. Arizona 51, Utah State 33. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
So, what is it that scares you the most?
The blue trucks from Essential Pest Control, Doctor. They leave bugs belly up.
I use one of those national companies.
Thanks, Doc. Those guys don't scare me.
Spring is bug season. Go blue with Essential Pest Control. We'll eliminate those bugs, bees, and termites. Buy local and stop paying too much with those national providers. Essential Pest Control is a bug's worst nightmare.
I can't sleep at night.
Essential Pest Control. Call 866-3029. That's 866-3029. Or visit essentialpest.com.
For windows and doors that combine style, performance, and efficiency, come to the Window Depot. We carry a large selection of Milgard windows and patio doors, with many options in stock and available today. Choose from a variety of colors, styles, and energy-efficient designs that can help improve comfort while adding value to your home. From new builds to window replacements, our team can help you find the right Milgard products for your unique project. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you.
It's a full court press this March at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Join our $1 million March Mania promotion for your shot at $1 million with your bracket picks. Or win $100,000 with a perfect prop card now through April 6th. Swipe your Club Soul card daily for a free drawing entry. Plus, every 200 slot and table points is an additional entry. Then join us April 6th for the grand finale drawing, only at Casino del Sol, an enterprise of the Pascua Yaqui tribe.
Coors Light Mount Cold Refreshment, Choose Chill, official corporate sponsor of Arizona Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. In the first 20 minutes of this ball game, the Wildcats scored 33 points. In the first 5 minutes and 19 seconds of the second half, Arizona scored 18. And now with an 18-point lead over Utah State, they have 51-33. Just getting back to Arizona basketball, that's the bottom line.
Brian, they made 5 2-point field goals in the entire first half. They've made 5 already in the second half, and part of that is tempo, Brian. The last 2 are emblematic of what Arizona basketball is all about. You bang in a 3 with your Braden Burries, and you're feeling good. You get 2 stops, 2 quick up-the-floor run-outs for buckets inside the arc. That tempo is what Arizona does to teams.
Utah State ball after the timeout. Elijah Perriman, freshman out of San Francisco, will bring it across midcourt. Karchinkov out defensively. Feed it off Templin. And back to Perriman. And matched on Karchinkov. Gets it to Collins in the lane. Can't shoot. Now forces it up. Nobody gets fouled. Mo Krivas out there to defend him. You know, they wanted to get Collins going. The foul will go on Jaden Bradley, his second. And the second team foul on Arizona this half. But Collins had nowhere to go there. Got bailed out on the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the team's leading scored 17.7. He's got 5 points. This will be his first free throw attempt of the day. And it's up and good. Shoots 81% out there. Transfer from Virginia Tech. Then he was there for 2 years. Vanderbilt last season. Averaged 7 points at Vandy a year ago. And was up that by 10 during his senior year at Utah State. Second free throw good. 51-35. Pressure put up in the backcourt. Karchinkov comes back to catch the ball. Now to Koa Pete. He'll bring it up now under pressure from Perriman. And Pete handling it like a point guard. Dribbles left, stops there off to Karchinkov on the left wing. Yvonne puts it on the floor. Backing his way down. Lost the ball, but a whistle and a foul on Utah State. He got tripped.
Right in front of us, Brian, as Karchinkov tried to take Perriman at 6'2" down into the lane area, and with his back to the basket wanted to initiate offense and took a hit that knocked him down to the ground before the turnover.
Second foul on Elijah Perriman. Third team foul. Inbounds. Krivas. Walks the dribble out to the wing. Get it to Burries. Followed by Templin. Burries fired angle right. Karchinkov throw it down for Pete. Double team. Skip pass stolen away by Perriman. Got tipped before that. Liz lead pass knocked away but saved. Off to King. Open 3. Over the rim, no good. Burries there for the Arizona rebound. Lead pass down to Pete. Pete going to the bucket. Lay it up. Missed it. No good. And Templin the rebound. Now the Aggies will run it the other way. Templin underneath it. Goes to Clark. Reverse lane is good. Boy, what a turn of events there. And it's 51-37 Arizona. Bradley in backcourt being hounded defensively. Pete lead pass down to Burries. Cats will set it up from there. Burries waiting for everybody else. They'll bring it out near the center circle. Matched out top by Collins. On a switch picked up by Clark. Pulls up the dribble now. Needs some help. Pass is going to go to Pete. Shot clock at 5, and then Pete's fouled from behind by Perriman. That'll be his third. And now the fourth team foul on Utah State this half.
Ever since the timeout, the half-court defense for Utah State has been stout. Arizona unable to get into action there. 5 seconds on the play clock there for Arizona, and they kind of got bailed out by that foul on Perriman.
So now they get 20 on the shot clock, and Braden Burries will have to retuck the jersey before they inbound next to the Arizona bench. 13-12 to go second half. Arizona leading 51-37. Cats have hit 4 of their last 5 from the floor. Burries will inbound it to Pete in the right corner. Matched up on Templin. Pete looking to post him up. Back on his way down. Double team. Kick it out. Burries. Pump fake the 3. Slide down left elbow. Lost the ball. Picked off. Ahead it goes down to King. Lay it up. Blocked out of bounds by Pete. And he's called for a foul on the play, and I don't believe it.
Wow. Wow.
That looked like all ball. The length of Pete able to reach over King. And the replay shows the officials got it wrong. King will go to the line to shoot 2.
Egregiously wrong.
Second foul on Koa Pete. First free throw, no good. The Arizona fans relish that. Three team fouls on Arizona this half. One more free throw here for Colby King, senior out of Pompano Beach, Florida, that is. He had a three here to start out the second half. He'll shoot a second free throw, and that one's up, and that rolls off no good. And Tobe Awaka grabs the rebound. So the Arizona fans letting the officials know they got it wrong, and now Jaden Bradley will set up the offense. Bradley guarded by King out top. Awaka trying to set a screen for him. Bradley steps around it to the left. Bradley inside the three-point line. Backs it out now. Spin move, 8 on the shot clock. Bradley around an Awaka screen, handed off Del Orso, 5 to shoot. Launches a three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound off to Perriman. On the run for the Aggies. Leave it for Collins, back to Perriman, right corner. Pump fake the three, runs into Del Orso, foul by Delly. That'll be his second. 14 fouls on the Wildcats here in the half.
For the last 2.5 minutes, Arizona's offense has looked befuddled. Jaden Bradley dribbled for about 24 seconds of the 30-second shot clock. Arizona couldn't get into anything. Utah State denying passes on the wings. Wildcats need to figure it out here as Jaden Bradley goes to the bench.
Aggies inbound baseline right. Perriman will trigger there. Throw it into Templin. Out top. Falslev, back left for Perriman. Top Falslev, looked at the three. Corner, Collins pump fake the three. Drive, runner off the glass, banked, and it goes. MJ Collins, just his third field goal. Little run here now for the Aggies. They trail it 51-39. 6-0 run. Del Orso over to Karchinkov. Cross court to Burries. Burries going to drive inside, and he's fouled on the drive. Let's see if they rule he was going up for the shot or not.
I don't think so.
Templin claiming he was set. We got a timeout. Templin talking over with the officials. He didn't like what he saw there. He'll pick up the foul, and that's his second and the 15th foul. Timeout on the floor. 11:48 to go. Second half. Arizona 51. Utah State 39. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Hey Wildcat fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein beverage, Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy a hike, jog, yoga class, or simply cheering on the Cats, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made in Arizona, this high-quality protein beverage helps you get the results you want, and it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy case. Rockin' Protein, proud to be the official protein beverage of the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down.
Hello, Wildcat fans. This is Dave Lyons, Director of Southern Arizona for National Bank of Arizona. Like Arizona basketball, National Bank of Arizona has a strong history of tradition. 40 years ago, our bank was founded right here in Tucson with a special emphasis on building strong relationships in the communities we serve. That's why we are proud to sponsor U of A basketball as they continue to inspire Wildcat fans. Rise with us and bear down, Arizona.
Hey Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Arizona basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Arizona athletics. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Thank you to our partner at Right Way Heating and Cooling. Do not settle for anything less than the best. Call now, get it done the right way. Wildcats lead 51-39, 11:48 to go in the second half. Aggies have scored the last 6 points. The Wildcats almost 3 minutes now without scoring after building that big lead of 18. And coming out of the timeout, Awaka, Del Orso, Karchinkov, Pete, and Burries on the floor. Arizona here in the second half, 7 of 13 from the floor, 54%. Utah State, 5 of 13, 39%. Wildcats have hit a couple of threes. Aggies have hit 3 from outside. Arizona has dominated the glass today, 37-22, and also taken pretty good care of the ball. 5 turnovers on the day. Utah State, ditto there. They've Turned it over just 4 times. None here in the second half. Well, Braden Burries to the free throw line. They will give him 2 shots, and the first one is good. 11 points for Burries. Again, early foul trouble today. Just over 7 minutes played in the first half. Scored 6 second half points. Make it 7. Second free throw good. That's at 53-39. Arizona leads. Utah State with the ball. Perriman down court. Stops top. Slides down right. Chased by Burries. Now foul off the ball on Koa Pete. They're going to call in for a hold. And see, you go back now to that earlier foul that wasn't a foul, and now he's got 3 and he'll have to go to the bench.
Even though Arizona didn't get punished at the free throw line because Perriman missed both free throws on that foul call, it's that foul that leads to Koa Pete going to the bench here with his 3rd.
So Aggies inbound baseline left. Bounce pass in the lane. Foul on Burries. And that's going to be his 3rd. 6 team fouls on Arizona. And now the Aggies will inbound again, baseline right. A lot of time left, 11:39 to go. Elijah Perriman will trigger the inbound. Into Clark. Out to Templin. Top, false left. Back to Perriman. Matched up on Krivas. Trying to drive him. Gets into the lane. Turns fadeaway shot. Is up and good. Tough shot for Perriman. His second field goal of the game. 53-41. Arizona with the lead. Burries in backcourt. Here comes the double. Crosses midcourt. Fired ahead. Awaka. Back out to Burries. Right side. Del Orso. Goes top. Burries near the center circle. Back to Delhi. Driving on Templin. Gets to the baseline. To Awaka in the lane. Missed the shot because he got fouled. And Tobe will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good drive by Anthony Del Orso, recognizing the defender on him was Templin. Slow of foot as Delhi drove him baseline, drew defenders, and that's where Tobe Awaka was running straight from the top of the key down the lane.
Second foul on Gary Clark. 6 team fouls on the Utes. Or check that, the Aggies from Utah State. Awaka makes the first free throw. All 3 points for Tobe from the free throw line so far today. Missed his 2 field goal attempts. Second shot here up, missed back of the rim. Karchinkov had a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. And we're going to say off Karchinkov. So it'll be Utah State ball. 54-41, Arizona with the lead. Wildcats not at their game percentage from the free throw line, but they've outscored Utah State 16-3 at the line today. Aggies with the ball. Here's Perriman down right side of the lane. Kick it right corner. False sled. Pretty good look at the 3, and it's good. His second triple of the half. The Aggies going to the 3 ball here in the second half, and it's keeping them right in the game. Bradley across midcourt. Jaden back and forth dribble now. Krivas setting a screen. Bradley around it. Stops. Cross court over to Karchinkov. Hard drive into the lane. Spins and is tied up by Clark. That'll be Arizona ball on alternating possession. But again, Utah State's defense really clamping down.
Yeah, Karchinkov trying to drive from the left wing, and Utah State just clogging both sides. All driving lanes for Arizona, tied up by Gary Clark, who is actually defending Mo Krivas in the low block, came off of his man to defend and tie it up.
Jaden Bradley will inbound. 10:29 to go second half. Arizona leading by 10. Inbounded Del Orso, left corner, jump it for 3, around and off, no good. Rebound inside, Awaka wrestles it away and fouled again on his way up. That one will go on Templin, his 3rd. Boy, Tobe Awaka, when you need a rebound, he is your man. So 2 shots again for Tobe Awaka, just went 1 for 2 at the line. First one here with 10:24 showing is short.
Excellent free throw, but you look at Utah State's philosophy, Brian, no layups. Don't let Arizona score layups. Make them earn it at the line.
Awaka 3 of 7 at the line so far today. His second one is up and good. 55-44 Arizona. Utah State with the ball. Perriman will bring it across midcourt. Bradley picks him up defensively. Falslab running through his screen. Picks it up from there. Falslab out top. Leave it off for Collins. Inside the three-point line. Backing his way down. Turns, can't shoot. Bounce pass out to Perriman. 9 on the shot clock. Perriman defended by Bradley. Working his way down left of the lane. Bounced it inside off one of the Wildcats out of bounds. So 5 on the shot clock for the Aggies here as they will inbound it. Baseline left. Arizona, nice job not allowing anybody really there to get a clean look. Perriman will do the inbounding. Collins out top of the three-point line. See if they want it, where they want the ball to go. They'll throw it in, Falslab. And over to Collins. Pretty good look at the three. It's up, it's off, no good. There's Clark for the rebound, lay it in, and he's fouled. Now the shot clock went off, and I think they might take a look at it. But as of now, the shot counts, and the foul. Well, Gary Clark goes to double figures.
Arizona out of position on the defensive glass there. And when I say glass, I mean it, because that shot hit the glass and no rim. Offensive rebound for Utah State, who has now 11 second chance points to Arizona's 13. So even though the rebounding advantage tilts in Arizona's favor, Utah State has been opportunistic off the offensive glass.
Let's see if Tommy Lloyd wants to challenge this.
The previous play is under review for timing error to make sure the timing is correct, and also to make sure that the shot clock didn't happen before the foul occurred.
All right, so two things they're looking at here. First of all, did the shot go in? Did it leave Clark's fingertips before the shot clock went off? And then secondly, when did the foul take place? So 9:54 showing. Look at the replay. Clark grabs the rebound, goes up. Now the shot should count.
I think the foul was before the shot went in, so I think it is exactly that. Count the basket for Gary Clark.
The basket counts. The foul did occur. It's going to be one shot for Utah State.
What a lift off the bench is Gary Clark, 5 of 6 from the field for 10 points, 5 big rebounds. He is a big-bodied senior, 6'9", has a great motor. He has helped match Arizona's physicality. They have not dominated in that area tonight where Utah State, I've used this phrase, they've been stout.
The foul is on Mo Krivas, his first, 7th team on Arizona. So Clark at the free throw line shoots 53% and makes it. 55-47. Wildcats now without a field goal for 5 minutes. Karchinkov across midcourt, double team. Needs some help now. Trying to squeeze through the defense. He's tied up, and that'll be Utah State ball.
Trapping defense for Utah State. It's that zone trap extended, and Karchinkov catches it across the timeline by about 2 feet. So he was in no man's land there. And boy, Utah State has tied up Karchinkov a couple of times.
9:43 to go. Aggies have cut 10 points off their big deficit. Here's Perriman with the ball. Bounce pass to Falslab. Turns, fires the three. Off, no good. Rebound, Burries, Arizona. Cats will push it down the other way. Burries for a trailing Koa Pete, who's returned to the ball game with his 3rd foul. Karchinkov catches it out top, looking to drive on Collins. Tried to feed it inside. Caught by Pete. Put up the shot. Nobody's fouled, and we'll get to the line to shoot 2.
Fortunate as Karchinkov is dribbling into trouble, Brian, and Tommy Lloyd calls over Karchinkov and tells him, calm down, you're dribbling into a bunch of Aggies defensively that are lying in wait inside the painted area.
Foul on Mason Falslab, his 3rd, 8th team. 2 shots for Koa Pete. The first one is short. And now the Wildcats free throws now, and they're getting into a tight game like this. We talked about it a lot. Second half, Arizona 6 of 9. Second one by Pete is good. 56-47 Arizona. 9:15 to go. Aggies with the ball. Perriman across midcourt. Drives on Burries. Shut off left of the lane. Curls back out. Burries follows him defensively. Clark setting a screen. Perriman around it. Gets down the lane. Runner blocked off the glass by Krivas. Grabbed by Clark, and he pushes it in.
Clark's offensive activity on the glass is killing Arizona.
56-49 Wildcats. Pressure backcourt for the Aggies. Bradley has to get it across and does just in time. Now the Wildcats can set it up from there. Perriman watching Bradley defensively. Hayden runs into him, backs up the dribble around a Krivas screen, handed off to Burry. Shot clock at 9. Burry's around a high post, stops in the lane, turns underneath. Karchinkov knocked away and stolen. Collins head to Perriman on the run the other way. Leave it underneath. False left, missed the lay-in. Rebound Burry's, but the ball out of bounds off Utah State. They may take a look at this.
Crazy sequence, Brian, as Arizona's turnovers starting to mount. 4 turnovers in the half, have not made a field goal in 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Boy, the defense from Utah State stymieing Arizona.
56-49 Wildcats. And I'm wondering now if Utah State's going to challenge this. Maybe not. So the Wildcats will inbound in backcourt. They led by 18 at 51-33 with 14:41 to go. Lead now at 7. Inbounds Burries in backcourt. Off to Koa Pete. Defense extended. Burries working his way in midcourt. Ball knocked away. Gets it back. And then 10-second call on Arizona. That is turnover number 8.
Not exactly sure why Tommy Lloyd put Koa Pete and Braden Burries in charge of breaking that zone trap. You have 2 freshmen trying to get across the 10-second line. That was a calculated mistake. Utah State with all the momentum.
And the ball. Drake Allen out top. Leave it off for MJ Collins. Off to false left. Stops there. Kick it back out to Drake. Looking. Elamine out to Falslav. Launches a deep 3 out there. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Burries. Not a good shot. Burries will take it the other way for the Wildcats. Crossing midcourt. Cats will set it up from there. Out to Krivas. And to Bradley. Utah State really ratcheting up the defense here. Bradley. Standing dribble. Left side it goes to Burries. Elamine on him defensively. Burries bounce pass stolen away. Bad pass. Falslav on the run. Quickly down. Elamine to the bucket. Lay it up. No good. He's fouled by Pete. And that'll be the 4th foul on Koa Pete. Timeout. And the Wildcats need one here with 7:27 to go. Arizona 56. Utah State 49. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez at Meridian Wealth Management, and one of the hardest things I witness is when someone passes and they hadn't updated their beneficiaries properly beforehand. We all experience change in our lives, marriage, divorce, kids, and we work very hard for what we have. Leaving your legacy exactly the way you desire is important. This is your reminder to review all of your beneficiary designations today and at least annually. Seek guidance if you need it. Call our office at 520-719-1433 for more information.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
It's Truck Month at O'Reilly Chevrolet, and supplier pricing is going on right now. That means huge savings on some of our most popular vehicles. Get up to $12,475 off the 2026 Silverado LD, up to $7,500 off the 2025 Blazer EV, and up to $2,500 off the 2026 Traverse. Truck Month is happening now, so don't miss out. Find us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or go to O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
7:27 to go. Cats up 56-49. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Wildcat Basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do. We are the home of your Arizona Wildcats. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station.
Here in San Diego, Wildcats led at halftime 33-24. They went up by 18, 51-33 with 14:41 to go second half. But Utah State, after a timeout, has simply been the better defensive team. And you might say the better offensive team as well. And they have cut that 18-point deficit down to 7. The Wildcats have not hit a field goal in over 7 minutes. Arizona's committed now a total of 6 second-half turnovers. Now here's the crazy part of it. Utah State has not scored off any of those 6 turnovers yet. They have a chance to end that right here when El-Amin will go to the free throw line after picking up the 4th foul on Koa Pete.
Arizona in that last 7 minutes and 16-second stretch without a field goal, 0 for 3 from the field, 3 for 6 from the free throw line, and 4 turnovers. Dare I say the Wildcats have looked rattled in that 7 minutes, especially the last 2.5.
Adlon El-Amin will go to the free throw line. This will be his first attempt, 81% shooter. Freshman out of Arlington, Virginia. First free throw is up and good. So the Wildcats have outscored the Aggies at the free throw line 18-5. And that tells you a little bit about what Utah State has done defensively from the floor. Second free throw good. 56-51. Pressure put up again in the backcourt. Burries handling it there. Off to Bradley. They got to get it across. Over to Burries. Burries to midcourt. Splits the defense. Almost has the ball knocked away and is finally fouled at midcourt. Aggies wanted traveling.
Probably should have had a traveling, as Burries was desperate to get the ball across the timeline.
Drake Allen, the foul is third, 9th team. 1-and-1 opportunity here. Burries to the line. He's made both his free throws today. Shoots 81%. First one is up, no good. Rebound, Krivas saves it, falling down, and then tied up. That'll be Arizona ball. So
nerves, Brian. The pressure of the game starting to get to Arizona's freshman as Braden Burries, reliable free throw shooter, misses. The Cats need something positive here to kind of break that feeling that they have right now, which the pressure that they are feeling is real.
Wildcats inbound baseline left. Jaden Bradley to trigger, put the play in motion. Del Orso catches it left corner, jumps a 3, side of the rim, no good. Rebound tip, Krivas saves it down there for the Wildcats. Out to Deli, feed it high for Bradley, hold it there. They got a new 20 to shoot, so he'll back it up here. Krivas with a screen, Bradley drives around it, goes to the bucket, lay it up and good. Bradley circus move. 58-51 Arizona. Aggies back the other way. This one is headed for the final minute. Drake Allen across midcourt. Allen picked up by Del Orso. Get it to Collins into the lane. Back out to Allen. Jumps a 3 out there. It's good.
The problem, Brian, Utah State looks comfortable. Arizona looks nervous.
58-54 Arizona. Burries in backcourt. Double team. Get it ahead. Del Orso. Skip pass over to Bradley. Again, the Wildcats want to set up their half court from there. Down to Karchinkov, driving the baseline. Laid up, missed the lay-in. Tipped in by Krivas.
Oh, what a nifty putback for Krivas, and much needed after Arizona missed a layup.
60-54 Arizona. Utah State with the ball the other way. Allen ahead to Collins left wing. Dump it back to Allen. Posted up on Burries. Whistle off the ball. Foul on Del Orso. That's going to be his third. 8th team foul on the Wildcats. 5:55 showing. And they are going to take a look at it. Deli said that he got elbowed in the nose. And he talked to the officials, and now They're going to go ahead and take a look at the monitor here with 5:55 showing.
The call on the floor is a common foul. The player's under review for a possible upgrade to a flagrant foul.
All right, well, this could be important, needless to say.
Yeah, if they upgrade this foul on Delhi to a flagrant, which is possible because he did push El Amin, but what's the upgrade or the question at hand? You believe it was an elbow to the face. The official says possible upgrade, meaning there was a foul. The foul that was called is what they're looking at.
I think Delhi's claiming that he got elbowed and that caused him to push away. Now we're going to take a look at the replay here. Well, the first one we see is the wrong camera angle. And so the officials, they've had a chance to look at everything here. And now they talk it over. Patrick Adams, Pat Driscoll, Chance Moore, our three-man crew today. The Wildcat lead at 6. Both teams have 9 team fouls. Possession arrow now to Utah State. Wildcats have 3 timeouts remaining. And the Aggies with 2.
As this game has progressed here in the second half, what looked like Arizona basketball that led to the 18-point lead, Utah State has punched right back. A very poised group, a very disciplined group. They look really comfortable on the offensive end here, Brian, knocking down shots. 5 threes here in the second half after only 1 made 3 in the first half. Creeping back into this thing. If you were to have the thermometer of a momentum question, momentum is squarely in Utah State's corner. And I'll tell you what, the replay I see is an elbow to Anthony Del Orso's face.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is not an elbow.
And that's what he, had claimed. They called the foul on Del Orso. And so now Tommy Lloyd, both coaches are going to.
After review, the call on the floor will stand. This will remain a common foul.
Wow.
I don't even think they were looking at the elbow. I don't know how they missed it.
So anyway, it is the 3rd foul on Del Orso. 19 foul on Arizona. And this will be a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Utah State down by 6. They trailed by 18, got within 4. And now El Amin to the free throw line. He's made 2 free throws here in the half. 1+1 for the freshman. First one is up and good. Well, even though the Wildcats have outscored the Aggies at the free throw line, the free throw percentage higher for Utah State. El Amin trying to get him back within 4, and he does. 60-56 Arizona. Cats will inbound in backcourt. Bradley running the baseline now. Gets it inbounds. Del Orso double team down on the baseline. Get it ahead. Karchinkov back to Bradley. He's going to drive all the way to the bucket. High off the glass. Good! And he's fouled. That time the press backfired.
What looked like an almost 5-second count. Then a catch in the corner, Brian Belt, by Anthony Del Orso that he was trapped and could have been a turnover there. Turns into a 3-point play opportunity as Jaden Bradley gets all the way to the rim. Great screen by Mo Krivas to keep the big man Templin from blocking the shot.
Mason Falslev to foul, his 4th, 10th team. 3-point opportunity here for Bradley. 14 points for JB. Free throw is up and good. The Wildcats up 63-56. Now the Arizona fans are trying to help out their defense. Allen across midcourt. Get it to Falslev. Straddling the 3-point line. Out to Templin. Open for 3. It's off no good. Burry's there for the Arizona rebound. Cats back the other way, leading by 7. Head to Del Orso. Back out to Burry's. El Amin guarding him near the midcourt line. Burry's just holding the ball out there. Now drives it right. Stops, circles top. 11 seconds to shoot. Over for Del Orso. Gets down to the baseline. Here's the double on Del Orso. Throw it inside. Karchinkov tips the ball. Stolen away. Collins on the run the other way. Collins knocked away by Bradley. Saved out to Allen. Open 3 is good. Second triple for Allen this half. Aggies back within 4 just like that. 63-59. This is a timeout call now by Tommy Lloyd.
Well, Brian, Arizona dribbling into trouble time and time again. 7 turnovers in the second half for Arizona, none for Utah State.
4:49 to go. Timeout. Arizona 63, Utah State 59. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
You've likely seen our Culligan trucks around southern Arizona. We're proud to be your neighbors and local water experts. If any water problems surface in the area, you can trust that Culligan has the expertise and technology to address the issues. We've delivered better water and personalized service for over 85 years. But don't just take our word for it. We've been voted Best Water Treatment Company in Tucson 4 years in a row. Contact Culligan of Tucson for water you love.
At the Window Depot, builders and contractors don't wait weeks. You get what you need today. Factory direct windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, it's all in stock and ready to go at wholesale prices. Whether you're tackling a remodel or a multifamily project, we've got job site quantities and no membership required. Our windows are proudly manufactured and assembled in Arizona with small business service and big box selection. Order online at thewindowdepot.com.
All right, Cats inbound the ball out to Bradley. Bradley drives right to the lane. Little scoop shot is up and good. Jaden Bradley with 11 second half points. 65-59 Arizona. Aggies back the other way. Templin out top. One bounce off to false left. Circles around a screen. Drives down right. No shot there. Get it to Collins. Open jumpers up. In and out. No good. Rebound loose. Grabbed by Krivas, Arizona. Collins, the Wildcats have done a nice job against him. That was a pretty good look. Arizona by 6 with the ball, 4:10 to go. Bradley across midcourt and fouled by Collins. That'll be his third, and that will put JB at the line to shoot 2.
Not only is it positive for Arizona that they force a miss, Utah State unable to set up their press that has caused Arizona problems here in the second half. So a double whammy in the good direction for Arizona that last possession.
Jaden Bradley to the free throw line. 4 for 5 at the line today. 17 points for the senior. First one is up and good. Bradley will retuck his jersey. Koa Pete checks back in with 4 fouls. So the Wildcats with their starting 5 on the floor right now. 4:07 to go. Jaden Bradley will step to the line. Arizona fans chanting MVP. Well, Big 12 Player of the Year. Big 12 Tournament Most Outstanding Player. Second free throw. Rolls off, no good. Krivas, the Arizona rebound. And what happened? He dribbled it out of bounds. Oh, boy.
Opportunity missed there as Krivas is having a tough go tonight, Brian. Mo Krivas 1 for 6 from the field, could not keep the handle.
So Utah State ball backcourt, trailing by 7. Drake Allen will bring it up. The 3 ball has been their friend here in the second half. It's 6 of 15 outside the arc. Allen dribbles right all the way to the bucket, lay it up and good. Allen with 8 second half points, 11 in the game. 66-61, Arizona. Getting pressure put up in the backcourt. Let's see if they go half-court trap. Not this time. Bradley crosses midcourt. Jared Calhoun directing the defense. Bradley directing the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Cats put the play in motion. Bradley, angle right. Throw it down, corner. Karchinkov fights his way into the lane, lay it up, missed, no good. Krivas the rebound, put it up, no, he's fouled. And Mo back to the line.
Offensive rebounding for Mo Krivas. Such an important grab there off of Arizona's missed lay-in.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Gary Clark, and 2 free throws for Mo Krivas when we come back. 3:24 to go, second half. Arizona 66, Utah State 61. This is Wildcat basketball from Arizona Sports Enterprises.
You've likely seen our Culligan trucks around southern Arizona. We're proud to be your neighbors and local water experts. If any water problems surface in the area, you can trust that Culligan has the expertise and technology to address the issues. We've delivered better water and personalized service for over 85 years. But don't just take our word for it. We've been voted Best Water Treatment Company in Tucson 4 years in a row. Contact Culligan of Tucson for water you love.
Coach, Tommy Lloyd here with the Right Way team.
Great news. Free furnace season has been extended through the end of March. Have you been thinking about replacing your heating and cooling system this year? To spark business, we're giving away an 80% gas furnace or a heat pump air handler with the purchase of a new air conditioning system.
And we're offering up to 60 months no interest financing, manufacturer and energy efficiency rebates, and 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Call or text 520-200-2422 to book your free estimate today or visit rightwayac.com.
If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
At the Window Depot, builders and contractors don't wait weeks. You get what you need today. Factory direct windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, it's all in stock and ready to go at wholesale prices. Whether you're tackling a remodel or a multifamily project, we've got job site quantities and no membership required. Our windows are proudly manufactured and assembled in Arizona with small business service and big box selection. Order online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
MidFirst Bank, home of the Arizona Athletics debit card. Go to midfirst.com/Wildcats for details. MidFirst Bank, true to you, member FDIC. 3:24 to go here in the second half. Arizona 66, Utah State 61. Mo Krivas will go to the free throw line to shoot two. The Wildcats, a team that shoots 73% at the free throw line as a team. Today, 64.5. They've shot 31 free throws, but they've missed 11 so far. They've outscored Utah State 20-8 at the line. It could be more if they'd hit a couple more free throws. So now, what can Mo do? Krivas will go to the line. He's 3 for 4 today. Shoots 78% on the season. Cats will stay with their starting five on the floor. Utah State, Gary Clark, who has 13 points off the bench, be the one sub out there. First free throw by Mo is good. Now you get down to these last few minutes here, everything becomes important. 67-61 Arizona. Krivas shoots his second. Good as well. Clutch. 68-61 Cats. Aggies with the ball. Allen across midcourt. Off the Mason Fall slab. Back out to Frank Allen. Allen dribbles right. Bounce pass to Clark. Underneath. Put it up. Missed it. No good. Rebound battle for Burries has got it for the Wildcats. Nice play run by the Aggies. Couldn't get the ball down. Now Arizona will run some clock here. Burries across midcourt, and a foul on Elamine as he just grabbed Krivas from behind. And that'll be the second on Elamine.
Check that. They may call it on, yes, Gary Clark.
Actually, that's more critical. Clark, that's his fourth. Again, he's been huge off the bench today with 13 points and 6 rebounds for Utah State. So Mo Krivas to the line to shoot 2 more. Just made 2. Goes through that very familiar pattern. First one is up and good.
You go back one possession, Brian. Gary Clark had what looked like an open lay-in, but Krivas came late. Great second effort from Krivas to get back into it to force that missed layup.
One more free throw for Mo Krivas with 3:02 to go. It is up and it is good. 70-61 Arizona. Utah State with the ball. Allen across midcourt. Burries out defensively. Allen slides left to right. Get it to Collins. Launches a 3 and it's good. MJ Collins quiet so far. That was a big one there. 70-64 Wildcats. 2:40 to go. Burry's out high right. Cross court over to Bradley. He'll hold it. And the Wildcats want to run some clock. They need a good shot, though, and they need to make their shots. Bradley center circle. Shot clock at 10. Davis coming out to set a screen. Bradley looking to drive. Driving right. Kick a corner. Burry's 4 to shoot. Burry's back top. Turns. Fires a deep 3. Got it! Oh, my! What a shot for Burry's. 70-64 Arizona. Aggies the other way. 2:05 to go. 73-64 Wildcats. Here's Allen and a timeout called by Utah State. Braden Burry's with the shot clock running out had to launch it deep and gives Arizona a 9-point lead.
We have a long way to go, Brian, but you might look back at that possession and that made shot from Burry's as a really important momentum keeper at this point, because again, Utah State 7 of 16 from the three-point line in the second half after a 1 of 12 start to the game. You can imagine they're hunting a 3 here, so matching that 3 from MJ Collins, huge for Braden Burry's.
Burry's with 15 points in the ball game. Wildcats 9-point lead. Arizona has never trailed today. Again, had an 18-point lead here in the second half. Utah State has closed within 4 on a couple of occasions. Aggies ball. Cats again. Now they'll bring Tobe Owaka in for Mo Krivas here. Blake Allen will inbound it for Utah State next to the Aggies bench. 17 on the shot clock. Put the play in motion. Allen, get it into Collins. Pretty good look at the 3. This one over the rim, no good. Rebound, Koa Pete. Outlet to Bradley. Arizona ball the other way. Bradley waves everybody down court over to Burry's. Now the Wildcats can run some time again. Burry's center circle, under 2 minutes to go. Falslev out to defend. Burry's walks the dribble left to right. 12 to shoot. Burry's drives into the lane. Bounce past Karchinkov. Runs into Elamine. Out to Bradley. 7 to shoot. Bradley matched up on Falslev. Steps into the three-point line. Has the shot knocked away. Got it back, threw it up. No good. Grabbed by Templin the other way. Quickly off to Allen. Allen fire it left. Falslev 4-3. Off no. Rebound. Burry's Arizona. Holding into the backcourt. Here comes, well, will they double him? They're trying to. Burry's gets through it, though, and then he's fouled at midcourt and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Ooh, boy,
wow.
2 pretty good looks from Utah State. I don't think they would have it any other way. MJ Collins off of a side out of bounds where Arizona had a complete miscommunication. Wide open look for him. He has been hitting shots here in the second half. Falslev, 2 for 8 from the three-point line. Had a good look there. And Arizona withstands what could have been a couple of momentum shifters for Utah State as Braden Burry's heads to the line.
And at the other end, I'm sorry if you didn't mention it, that Utah State, great defense there and forced Jaden Bradley. First of all, Falslev blocked his initial shot, and then JB just had to throw it up. The shot clock running out. Turned out to be an air ball, but like you said, at the other end, Wildcats escaped there. So now we're checking the clock here. It shows 1:13. And Braden Burry's will go to the line to shoot 2. Burry's 2 for 3 at the line today. And let's see.
That may be, who did they call the foul on? Is that the question, Brian, at this point?
Yeah, initially they said it was on Drake Allen.
I think they're checking to see if it was on Falslev, because that would be 5 on Falslev.
Well, let's see. Jared Calhoun's got to go to the bench here. And Allen had set.
Called that number 8. Blue had 5 fouls. He has 4 fouls, so he therefore can come back in the ballgame.
Okay.
That's the correction. So it is on Drake Allen. It was only his 4th. He will remain eligible to play. And, of course, Jared Calhoun, head coach for Utah State, wants Drake Allen in the game. He's been instrumental to this comeback.
So, minute 13 showing. Braden Burry's to the free throw line. Mo Krivas will return to the lineup as well. So Cats with their starting 5 out there. Burry's staring at the rim. First free throw is no good off the back of the iron. He's missed 2 in a row. This previous miss, front end of a 1-and-1. Second throw by Burry's up and good. So the Wildcats by 10. Minute 12 to go. Utah State with the ball. Quickly down. They get it to Collins. Spin move. Left side pump fake. Turns. Fired out. El Amin. He'll launch a 3 out there. It's short. Air ball. Goes out of bounds. Arizona ball backcourt. Well, the Wildcats now, unless Utah State wants to start fouling, the Wildcats could start running a lot of time off this. Minute 3 left.
Full court press here. Koa Pete cannot run the baseline. You got to get a clean inbounds.
Put the play in motion. Pete looking, gets it in. Karchinkov knocked back out of bounds by Utah State. Will remain Arizona ball.
Same situation. Koa Pete will go to the other side of the basket now as the trigger man. Cannot run. Arizona did not have a free man open for Koa. This is an important possession.
Wildcats have 2 timeouts remaining. Pete now looking to get the inbound. Still looking, fires it in, get it to Karchinkov. Double teamed and fouled. And we'll go to the other end now. And the freshman who has not attempted a free throw today, Ivan Karchinkov, will shoot 2. 59.9 remaining.
That foul, I believe, will foul out Drake Allen, the point guard from Utah State.
I think they're calling it on Collins.
Check that. Yep. Now Collins, Allen, Falslev, all with 4.
Ivan Karchinkov, 7 points on the day. 72% free throw shooter. Double-double against Long Island. Makes his first free throw. Arizona by 11. Karchinkov set for his second. Up and rolled in. 76-64 Arizona. Utah State with the ball. Drake Allen taking it down full court right. Picked up by Bradley. Standing dribble by Allen. Turns, fires the deep 3. Air ball again. Grabbed by Koa Pete out to Burries. And now the Wildcats with it. Utah State not fouling. And this may be it. 40 seconds to go. Arizona up by a dozen. The Aggies not fouling Burries across midcourt. Jared Calhoun says, that's it, guys. Now the Wildcats just running time. Burries driving left. Burries down low. Put up the shot. And in. I don't know if it was him or it was Krivas who tipped it in for most second field goal of the half. Here's Allen driving the other way underneath Templin, and he'll slam it home. Makes it a 78-66 Arizona lead. 19.8 to go. Shot clock off. Aggies won't foul. The Sweet 16 will include the Arizona Wildcats on Thursday when they meet the Arkansas Razorbacks in San Jose, California. Braden Burries straddling the ball, looking at his family. Clock running out. Here comes the horn. It is over. The Cats on to the Sweet 16 on Thursday. Arizona 78, Utah State 66. A rugged, tough basketball game here in San Diego. And the Wildcats down the stretch show their mettle and get it done today. I tell you what, it took everything. It took everything, Rhino.
Everything. Utah State with an incredible game plan, a very hard-nosed, stout defensive effort. Only the 3rd time all season, Brian, Arizona shot under 40%. You know who else did it? Texas Tech beat Arizona and McHale, and they shot under 40. And San Diego State did it to Arizona, the second Mountain West team to really stymie the Wildcats. But you know what? It doesn't.